Aloha, gang. Guess what time it is?
Welcome, Cantina is open. Yes, 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 yes.
I had a really messed up day. And a little Chardonnay. And I came to party. So I'm going to the front of the line. Let me call me online. I'm going to the front of the line.
And I got someone backstage.
Peekaboo, hello gang, we are here, and yeah, I don't have much of a costume myself, but it is Halloween. But guess what? I don't do costumes, but the dogs do. So I tried to get the dogs without me here, and it didn't work. I got my two little girls here. Both of them are all dressed up the way they're supposed to be, all dressed up. Yes. Except they don't want to be on camera. Okay, you don't have to be on camera. Little girl can go here. Mwah. Pia always is a good girl. Oh, yeah, so Pia's all dressed up. I need a hat for her, though, don't I? Do I need a hat? Actually, the best costume, gang. Okay, Pia, you can go jump up on the chair. This one has the best costume of all. We got our little Pokemon. We got our Pikachu. Pikachu. Hi, Pika, Pika. Pika, Pika. He hates it. He hates it. He just, he's my big tummy. And it's funny because my best friend bought all these costumes for his Shiba Inu when he got his Shiba. And all of a sudden, his Shiba grew up and could not fit in anything. So Wrigley, all three got past Halloween costumes from him. So, you are being a little cutie pie, aren't you? You are being a cutie pie. Okay, you can go lay down. Hello. Oh, Pia wants back up. They all want back up, don't you? Yes. We also got a little Japanese schoolgirl costume, but that one's a little harder to tell what it is. Yes. Pia's like, take it off, Mommy. Take it off. Okay, what do we have going on in chat? Actually, you know what? I'm going to take this one. I think she's happy with it on. She's the one and only one who actually enjoys being in costume. So who do we have in chat right now? I know AJ and I've been talking for a while now. And also, and what, Pia? Pia, okay, can I put you down because Cassie's getting jealous? Cassie's getting to be a little jealous little one. Oh, are you going to growl too? So, oh my God, catering order. Got lots of catering orders tonight. Yeah, I mean, so who all's ordering? We got JP door dashing tonight. Oh, I bet. Yeah, people are going to be dressing like crazy. I did order Uber Eats. I got me my ham and Swiss from Starbucks along with my iced teas. So we're all set there. So. But we saw our dear AJ first, and yes, AJ, we probably will be hitting up Creepypasta tonight. At some point, we are I've been looking for scary stories off and on all day when I had time. And yes, Angie, they're the Mulan ones. They are actually, okay, me and my best friend got in a huge fight over them. Okay, I'm like, they're Mulan ears. And he's like, no, they're Chinese Mickey Mouse ears. And I'm like, no. They're representative of Mulan, not we went back and forth, yes. Okay, Cassie, you can come back up with me. You just want to be in my arms, don't you? Oh, you want here. Okay, we'll pick up Pikachu then. Pikachu can come stand in my arms then. Yeah, you gonna stand in my arms? He's gonna get hot. He's gonna get so hot. So, yeah, say hi. Without the cute little ears. There we go. Oh my God. Anyhow, who else is here? We have Siren. Hey, Siren. And Sherry and Missy. Hey, Missy, how you doing, my dear? Let's see, who else? Crystola. Of course, I've been talking with Crystola. Crystola, I do want to say thank you to you, Sherry, everyone who was in, modding in the last chat and helping out with links. That was all you guys. I was not sharing those links with y'all. You guys took the initiative to do that. I really thank you for that. So there's Miss Angie Marie. Our little Pikachu. Yeah, he's worn out. His sister is in heat and he's a little interested in his sister, and which is also why he still has on his little belly thingy. Yes, I do. Elizabeth, I have the greatest mod. I'm so happy with the mods that I have. Oh, you guys, the whole freaking community I love. So there's Sherry and JP. Yeah, the next few days, I always love to watch people getting dressed up for Halloween. All those, it's always so much fun. PJ, hey PJ, how you doing, my dear? How'd the game go? And just getting into bed, you got it. And Josh C. And Van did, hey Van. And yes, I got my little, yep. I got the little Mulan ears. I love Mickey. Okay, who in chat buys Mickey Mouse ears every time you go to Disneyland? I used to never do it. And recently, anytime I go Disneyland, I got to get a new set. So, you could be talked into a quick preview of your premiere for tomorrow. Is that it? Okay, we'll have to talk about that one. Jennifer, let's see, there's Elizabeth, and hello, Jennifer. Hello. KK is here. Hello, Miss KK. And let's see, is that about everyone? That is about everyone. So, okay, here we go. We are, let me first of all get the live up. Oh my gosh, what a long day. First of all, those of you who did not get to go see the last live I just did, the panel on domestic abuse, we had the most amazing group of women up there. We had some amazing people in chat helping out, telling their stories and stuff in chat. Gang, it was just really, it truly, Josh, it was an amazing live where people came together and did exactly what I've been hoping we could start doing more and more of in that church, in that chat. Okay, oh my God, I don't know where my mind is right now. I need coffee, or I'll just drink iced tea. That works. So, build a wall of ears now. That would work. What I am doing, for those of you who know that I do my diamond paintings, like my one right there, I came up with this idea I saw of getting these little clips, and you get a curtain rod, and you can actually hang and exchange out your paintings. So I tried it with one of these little things just to see if it works, and yeah, it's going to work. So hopefully in the next week or two, I will be able to go buy the rest of everything so I can actually start hanging different, because that's going to have to come down in the next week. So, and I got to move over to Thanksgiving. So I love this time of the year. It's awesome. So yeah, Sherry, it is. It was so uplifting, encouraging at the end. People truly, you know what? People get to come in there, and when you're dealing with abuse and stuff like that, you feel like you're alone. And that's the one thing. No, you're not alone. You're not alone. It's just looking for the right people. So, and they're right there. The group, the ideas that they shared. Thank you so much, Sleuth, Savage, and Kelly. You guys were awesome. So, Thanksgiving is, okay, since we got this while I'm trying to get everything put together, and yes, I agree, survivors rock. You know what? You typed that earlier, Sherry. I just rewatched Camp Rock a couple weeks ago, and I started reworking the lyrics for Camp Rock into Survivor. Yeah, it's a thing. Trust me. So, but good question here. What is everyone's favorite holiday? Put it in chat. Let's figure out what we got here. I just go from one to another at this. I love holidays. I absolutely love holidays. I just enjoy the feelings. I wish they lasted all year long, because I love how as we get closer to Christmas, everyone comes together and all that. And then January comes and everyone's assholes again. Yeah, but maybe that'll change someday. But yeah. Gosh. So JP is drawing a screaming, angry politician for a t-shirt someone wants. Okay. We've got a Halloween vote, Thanksgiving vote, Halloween for KK, AJ. Okay. Equal opportunity right there. Okay. Oh, yeah. Siren, New Year's Eve. Actually, I always forget New Year's Eve, but Hawaii and New Year's Eve. Yeah. If anyone's ever seen the fireworks of New Year's Eve in Hawaii, yes, we enjoy doing those here. And Amber's here. It's the most Wonderful time of the year. Oh, Amber, I don't know if you saw it, but I specifically put someone in this costume for you. Amber's got her little Pokemon Go channel going. So, just for Miss Amber. Just for it. You aren't moving, are you? You're frozen in place, aren't you? Oh my gosh. I love holidays. So anyhow, let's go ahead and because I will get boring after so long of nothing. You just sang the song with me? There you go. There you go. Hey, couple more weeks and we will see what we can. Okay, Pia, I know what I can do to shut them up for a few minutes. This is what I need. Someday when I get sponsors, I need sponsors from the True Chews Company or Better Belly. That's what my sponsorship needs to be in the future. Cassie, Pia, Wrigley. Who can't even... Actually, let me put Wrigley on the floor because Cassie is going to steal his stuff. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, Amber, I'd love to know, do you ever... Okay, who dresses their pets up for Halloween? Am I really the only crazy one in the world who does that? Sorry, Wrigley. I'm sorry, baby boy. And also, I love doing, especially having kids come to the door and the dogs are all in their costumes and all. Wrigley, here, Chewy. There you go, baby boy. No, that's not Pia's. That's yours. So, okay, let me see. Let me get an invite out so we can let people come up here and we can start all the Halloween fun. If I can type, which I can. I want to start having more. I miss when we used to do our karaoke lives. So we got to watch it because, of course, you get copyright issues all the time. So I've been being very careful about that recently. But maybe sometime in the future, for members or something, we'll come up with a way of doing that in a way that I won't get in trouble. Yeah, exactly. Aw, cat is sleeping on a pizza box. I just hope no pizza in it. Cats don't like water. Washing a cat that's been in cheese would be a problem. Yeah, that'd be a problem. So, oh, look who came up already. I'm just going to bring him up right now because I want to talk to him. So, hi, Siren.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm worn out.
You know, I didn't even get to see Lycans live yet because I've been so busy all day and I really gotta go back and watch it. Were you there?
No, I was at work. I missed almost all of Robbie's. I missed almost all of Lycans. So I gotta go back up on the wall.
You gotta come in and at least get a little bit of your live fun out somewhere. We also have AJ backstage. Let me bring AJ up. Hey, AJ.
Hey.
Hey. So, when did you get home, Siren?
I got home at when did I get home? I don't know.
Knows.
What time is it now?
6:15 my time.
I got home at
my time.
A little over 2 hours ago, something like that. And I caught the last half hour, but he was streaming a good hour before I left work. So, I mean,
It was, they were supposed to have a fun one. I really wanted to attend, but between the DV live and all that, I didn't quite get to. Oh, Ali. So, how you doing, AJ?
Good. I got a community page today.
You know what? Okay. A lot of people got community pages today. Okay. Yeah, Crystola, I hate to tell you that. That's going to be an issue for you. Every time I show one of your channel, your lives or your videos, I end up getting a copyright somewhere on it. So okay.
One of mine is going to get copyrighted because I was live streaming and I clicked on Crystola, and then all of a sudden, Black Eyed Peas or something. I was like, oh crap!
You know what? I was surprised when I showed the one for Margie's birthday. I thought I was going to have it on all the songs. It was only 1 out of the 3. So a lot of times you are okay. You just have to make sure it addresses their song.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And Robbie, he accidentally guest starred on one of my videos because I was playing it on accident for a few minutes.
Robbie's usually really cool. He's cool with that as long as
I
you're not
sent
being
him
an
an email.
asshole.
I was like, "Yo, dude, you're guest starring today."
So who all got? Are they saying now you only need 200? Why are people getting
They're saying 400 instead of
400?
400. I only have 43, so tell me why I got a community page.
That is, yeah, that's why I was going to say, because I was like, you're starting to go up, but it is taking a little bit of time. So
Yeah.
they're giving everyone an early gift, Christmas gift early. That's all.
Yeah.
So
Yay. Hopefully it don't go away so I could start supporting channels that I like and channels that, I think need to be doing better, doing well with their numbers and make great content, but
oh,
somehow they're like
yes.
shadow banned,
Okay, so Sherry, yeah, what I find is a couple things. Getting that community tab helps in the algorithm, and then getting monetized seems to help even more in the algorithm. But you still have algorithm is an algorithm. You have problems no matter what. So Grandma Sherry got one too today and has 151. I'm happy they're doing this for one reason, and that's because if people are trying, for example, those of us who cover missing people, having that page is a huge help in getting word out about missing people. Okay. The one thing I wish they would stop, anytime you have a child on your video, which of course, if you've got missing people, most times they're about children, they shut down your comments and you have to keep going in manually and allowing comments to go through. And I've had family members upset. I've actually had the family member of a missing girl say, yeah, that frustrates them because they've actually gotten information that was forwarded on to the police through community, through comments. So, yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Did anybody here watch the Brooks trial? The
I
guy,
did not.
dude,
a
got
lot of people
convicted.
did, but yeah.
I was like, oh, that's what the old saying, a man who represents himself is a fool for a lawyer.
Yep, that's about anyone who watched Dahmer with that one. That was, oh my God. That guy had no right to be. Well, that was, yeah. I'm not surprised he did it or anything, but
I don't
yeah.
like that show because it's like they're glorifying him as a gay icon. That and eBay canceled somebody who was trying to sell a Jeffrey Dahmer costume. It's different if it's Freddy Krueger or Jason. Those are made up. But Dahmer is like a real serial killer. Nobody needs to be dressing up and glorifying that dude.
People get doing different things and all that. And they're going to take things however they want. I'm pulling up Siren's page also because I do know. Oh, he's got a Halloween edition coming up tomorrow.
I do.
Okay, I got to show people that so they at least can see that. So,
I wonder what you gonna be doing.
Yeah, how many? Okay, put a 1 in chat if you have watched some of Siren's drama streams. Heavy drama streams. We got to say that the correct way.
Heavy drama streams.
Heavy drama streams.
Okay,
yes,
I'm gonna have to check those out because every time I hear heavy drama, I'm like, uh-oh.
They're now in their own playlist. So
I'm like, who was naughty on YouTube this week? Like, no.
So you found how long? Do you know how long? Well, of course you do. How long it came in at? Were you able to find tons of material?
This one's coming in long. It's coming in all around an hour and 15 minutes. So
hey, you did find stuff then.
I did.
His stuff is fun. For those of you who have not seen, what he does is he takes. Explain it, Siren. What do you do?
I take excerpts from songs, plays, movies, TV shows, anything else I like. And I read that all in whatever dramatic fashion I so choose. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's quite serious, and sometimes it tugs at the heartstrings. And it's all in honor of one of my friends I used to do community theater with, who passed away from cancer. That she was taken from us way too soon, and I do this in her memory, and I'm getting really good reception from it, so I've decided to keep it going, and now it all has its own playlist.
There we go. We've all said hi. See, and that's great. I mean, because this is fun. This is honestly, guys, we used to do stuff like this over and okay, we'd be partying, we'd be drinking, and we'd be doing shit like that. Oh my God, it would be hilarious. Or you do this during Hell Week, during tech. That was fun to do it during. So they're fun. They are really fun. You guys, yeah, I just put the link in chat. So go over 2:00 my time tomorrow. So that makes it 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow.
Yeah, and everything in this one, if it's not directly having to do with Halloween or ghosts or things like or the supernatural, some of it just has to do with loss or things like that.
Right.
So it's just so like I said, some of it's kind of sad, and some of it's and some of it's kind of like there's a couple of moments where you're just really like
you got into the mood.
It hit me is like I need to include that because it really makes you think. That I really like how it turned out, so I hope everyone will come see it.
Yes. Well, and you know what? I was just talking with Crystola about this, about how all of us here, all of us here have channels, and every one of our channels are different. If you look at it, okay, we've got Siren who does a little of everything, but this is totally Siren here. You've got, okay, Sherry's got her stuff. Crystola, she's doing all these awesome, cute little videos. And by the way, gang, Crystola has a video that is just about ready to break 10,000 views. She is real. That video did amazing. So congrats on that one. And also, hey, Sandra, how you doing, my dear? Happy Halloween. And okay, what was this? You got your hand. Okay, we got to get in touch. If you got your handle, I wonder if Gulf Coast Mama, wonder if she'll be able to change her name or something now with all these changes. We are going to have to check that one.
Did they send an email as to why they're doing all these changes?
Not really. They announced here. Let me take this down since we've seen what he's got there. They did announce that the handle bit was something to coordinate if you have multiple channels under your name. That way it'll be easier for people to track who is who. I don't know. This community tab thing totally came out of left field for me. I had no idea. I'm not sure if monetization changed also. That I have no idea.
That would draw a lot of people away if there was like, oh, guess what? We don't have monetization no more.
Oh, no. What I mean by that, because it seems like everything they're doing is making it easier to become more involved. They're not really taking away. They're actually giving a lot. So if anything, I wonder, would they be looking at lowering the monetization hours or something, or subscriber count or something like that? They may not, because that's going to cost them on their bottom line. But that definitely would affect their bottom line. So who knows? By the way, gang, when I finish my last live, I'm 3 hours away. All I need is, we'll see though. Last week I was over and then I went under. So yeah, I'm having problems catching it. So what else is new?
So what is the drink on Locumized Lips today?
Urine.
It is
Urine.
Oh yes. I wish it was something good. Sorry, I had to get my name out of it, even though most people know my urine. Let's see, come in. There we go. Drink a green iced tea with 2 pumps peppermint.
Ooh, that's good. You know, I had blackberry lemonade yesterday. It was delicious.
Ooh, that sounds good. Amber, we can't quite figure this out. Okay, some people are saying that you need 400 subs now for a community tab. But we've got people in this group who don't even have 100. that have gotten a community tab. So
I hope they don't take
we
them
don't
away.
know.
'Cause I'm like, I want to keep mine. Don't do
Yeah.
it.
Okay, let me ask this. Do any of you guys not have a community tab that has over, say, 100 subs? It'd be interesting to find out. Is that, yeah.
Mrs. P does not have hers yet, and she has 400 some. So
How are they making this decision? Interesting.
Maybe,
So,
maybe because I was being a good little boy and not breaking the rules they gave
that
me.
could be something. Hey guys, Sandra is not on her phone, so she's having a problem tagging everyone. But hi from Sandra. And also, we got an emu in the chat. We got a big tall bird in the chat. Hello, big tall bird. And okay, see, and Amber, you've been around. I was thinking, well, maybe it's people who've been around for a certain time. You've had your channel around for a while, so I don't get this. I really don't get this.
I mean, you can clearly see I have one if you went to my page. So I don't know.
Do me a favor, type in chat real quickly if you can, AJ, and then I can just easily go over to your chat with that, or I can look it up. It'll just take me a little bit. Okay, Sandra, okay, you had your channel too, so you should have, so I don't know what they are. JP has 41 and has, okay, so no one has any idea what you have to do. Who do you have to sleep with? Who do you have to have fun with to get a community tab nowadays? Yeah. Okay, I won't go there. So let's see. Oh, thank you, AJ. I just got that. So let me open that up and we will, whoop. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. I think you just shared with me my live.
Oh, crap. No, I posted your live on my community tab.
Is that it? So
yeah.
It's funny. It's so funny how they're doing. But you know what? Community tabs are nice. Come on, it doesn't hurt. It's not creating more work for them to do. Yeah. So it makes sense.
If you type...
Oh, you're breaking up. He was roboting. Now he's a disappeared robot.
Now he's gone.
Yes. He's gone.
Hello?
Oh, he's back.
Sorry, some idiot keeps calling me. I'm going to put on Do Not Disturb.
There you go. Okay, so JP is saying you're back. Go to your channel and click community up at the top menu, and then you can actually post. You can also hit the minus sign, and it'll let you make a post if you have a community tab. Aha, there you go. What are you barking about, little girl? What are you barking at? Yes. And I'm taking off the little boy's costume, but no one else. So if anyone wants to join us up on panel, I've got linked at the top of wherever you decide to put your chat box. You can come join us up on up on panel. Yeah, that's it.
Just showing off her box. Just
let's show this box. Yes, exactly.
Out of the box. Sorry, you broke me.
It's like
yes, it is Cantina. It is Cantina.
Like just like those college years.
Just like that.
All seven of those college years.
Oh, yes, exactly. Oh, my God.
10 credits.
Okay, how long? Okay, for those of you who were in college, how many years were you in college? Siren, you have to have quite a few.
I was in college for 5 years and graduated with over 210 credits.
5 years? It's all? Sorry, I'm impressed. Okay, AJ, go ahead, then we'll go back. Yeah,
18
AJ?
18 months, and yes, I did graduate in 18 months. It was for cosmetology. The school was called Remington College. Yes, it was a college.
Oh, yeah. I know Remington College, yeah.
Yeah, that big old student loan bullshit. Yeah, I know. And about July 24th of 2012, I got my license. So I've been licensed for 10 years.
Okay. See, I thought Siren was going to beat me. As a pharmacist, I thought you would beat me, but I guess not.
Well, I went in with 27 hours. I was almost a sophomore going in.
Oh, that makes more sense now. That
And
makes more
then
sense.
I took like my maximum I was allowed. I had to petition because I was a music minor, so I needed extra hours beyond my pharmacy curriculum every year of pharmacy school. So I had to petition to take 21 hours, 22 hours, 21 hours, 22 hours every year of pharmacy school. So I graduated with over 210 hours.
Wow. Wow. See, I know me, I did my undergrad was 5 years because I kept changing my plan. I'm like, I'm going to be a teacher. No, I'm going to be a nurse. Oh, forget that. I'm going to get my theater degree. That was real smart. But yeah. And then I finished up my master's in two. So I have 5, 7. So 7 years here. Oh, KK did not know that.
You
I
should
thought that
start
was.
calling you Dr. Locumai.
Oh, no, no, no. I did almost go for my doctorate for one
Yeah.
reason and one reason only. I wanted my dad to have to call me doctor. Only reason. Only reason. But no, I did not do. I've considered it a couple times. So.
Could have called you Dr. Loco.
Oh, yes. Sandra, love you, my dear. Love you, love you, love you. And I'll have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you later, my dear. Bye. Love you. I'm happy you came by. Sandra gang. Sandra is one of our OGs. Okay. I mean, Sandra is in the video that Robbie put together for the beginning, the opening video. So, oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh gosh, the fun. In fact, that's one reason why I've been so scared. I've been really close to getting to that monetization, but quite a few of you guys know this. But your hours only count for the last year. And Cantina used to go 10 hours at a time. So I would lose like 100 hours every single week. So I've been like, I'm never going to get there. I'm never going to get there. So yeah. We do need to find out though if our dear Gulf Coast mama can change her name yet though. So she's no longer has the stripper name.
I have a few lives I have to delete later on anyway. They're not that long, but it was because I kept trying to get past this one level without cussing. It was not working. I was having to
that
do
could be a problem.
I was doing some. No, they had me because I was playing Red Hood at the moment, and they had me doing this obstacle course like I was in fucking Saw or I was in Saw or something, and I kept screaming because I kept dying. I was like, ah!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Yes.
It was like the Saw movies. I was like, there was like spikes and fire and like things that like twirled around, and I was like, oh no.
Oh god. I found myself this week playing World of Warcraft again for the first time. The new X-Pack is coming out in November. Yeah. So, and the pre-patch for everything came out this last week. So I've been playing it and all that, and oh my god, I'd forgotten how much fun that can get.
How's the Moonlight Valley or Daylight Valley?
I haven't played late. I used to play it until I fell asleep.
Yeah.
And then lately I've been watching YouTube and playing solitaire until the other night. I told some people in mod chat, I was watching Lycan's live the other night. And it was when he started singing, I think Siren, I don't know if you were there or not. He started singing, You'll Be a Dentist or I'll Be a Dentist. And from, what show is that, Siren? You'll Be a Dentist with Audrey too. And but anyhow, I go to sleep.
You'll be a dentist.
Yes, Little Shop of Horrors. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, I had fallen asleep and it's still playing. And I wake up to him singing this at the top of his lungs. I will never be the same ever again in my life.
Thanks for the earworm. Look at my.
You'll be a dent.
They were talking about Mr. Rogers, so I decided to put this on to see if this did anything for anybody.
Speaking of scary stuff, I watched a documentary that I found very, very interesting. It was called I Love You, You Hate Me. And it was about the dark side and history of the TV show Barney the Dinosaur.
Oh my gosh. I could
Did
get
you?
no, I do not need Barney in my life. No, no, no,
No,
no.
the second guy who played Barney apparently was like a tantra practitioner. Basically, he taught women tantric sex and like charged for massages and stuff. But the extra, the happy ending was free.
Oh my god, I'm sitting here. Okay, Emu's asking what a home fry is.
Home fries are like thick cut, well, not really
They're
thick cut, but
shredded
kind of
fries or
thick
like,
cut fried potatoes.
Yes,
yeah,
they're so good. They
they're
are
good with
so, so
hot
good.
sauce.
Oh, talking about food, sorry, I gotta say this before I forget. Amber, I am so pissed. They canceled my order for that Ninja Creamy. I was like, why hasn't this come? Why hasn't this arrived yet? And then I go on and they canceled it for some freaking reason. I have fought with them because I got like $50, $60 off of it because of Prime Day. And they're like, oh, well, we can send it to you, but you just have to pay the current price. And I'm like, no, no. So I am
Ninja
so
Creamy.
pissed.
So is it like silent but deadly with the pounds? Is that why they
Ooh,
call
it's
it
so
Ninja
good.
Creamy?
No, 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 no. Ninja Creamy is how
They're
you.
stealth.
Oh, it is like it's an ice cream maker, and Amber has been making protein ice cream, which I could
Ooh.
use right now. I actually could use more protein. So
I would
I love
still for a
Ninja.
banana milkshake, yo,
No,
bro.
a ninja creaming is when some guy sneaks over to her house.
Huge difference. A huge, yes. That would be, I would, okay, as she's saying, I would not be losing. Well, maybe I could be losing. Okay, never mind. Take that back. So, but yeah, I'm going to be looking when they do Black Thursday or Black Friday, not Thursday. It's frick. I need to go to sleep. I think that's what it is. So hopefully someone will have it on sale so that I can have, homemade ice cream. So bad.
Have you checked Amazon?
That was Amazon. They were the
Oh.
ones being an asshole. Yeah, exactly. They were the ones who didn't hold up their end of the bargain. So, hey, Susan, how you doing, my dear? How are you? And also, JP is mobbing in COD Mobile.
Call of
Why am I
Duty?
lost? Oh, Call of Duty. Okay, yeah, that's Call of Duty.
National
That would make
Delivery
sense.
Mobile. He's
I
been
couldn't
ordering
do it.
from the Columbia Music Club. He wants those 8 CDs for $1.99.
Call of
Exactly.
Duty is not only hard, but it sucks.
I've never been that. Okay, how many of you guys ever did that? Okay, you remember back 80s, you could buy 12 CDs or
Are you
records
talking about
for
penny? Are
one
you talking
penny.
about penny albums? Oh
Well,
god.
no, what you would do, they'd have a list of all of these different albums and all, and you'd pay, 10 cents, whatever it was, and you could pick which ones you wanted. And I always wanted to do it, but I never did.
I was never allowed to because my parents read the fine print and they saw that you had to keep buying albums, and they were like, "No."
Fine print?
Yeah,
What
yeah,
would
that was a-
anyone?
That was a scam, yo. Yeah.
They
There is a
were.
channel that talks about stuff like that, especially old school like technology. It's called Tech Moan.
Oh,
my god, I love
yes.
that there.
Okay, so Crystola is going as an 80s person with her current phone, and it kind of all works,
Oh, that's hilarious. That's
Poor
hilarious.
thing. Poor thing.
It's too bad she can't go as a Wi-Fi unit.
Oh, yes. Susan, I'm so happy. Okay, I've been
I
thinking
love
about you, girl.
Crystola. I love you, girl.
I can't tell you my best joke. You'll just have to wait till tomorrow night.
Won't be tomorrow night for me. I'll wake up to it. Oh, wait, I'll have to make sure I'm going to be gaming. So, yeah. No, tomorrow
What
I got to
game
go
are you-
over and sew.
What game are you playing this week?
You know what? Actually, I'm not sure. We've got a lot of craft conventions that we got to sew for. And also, we're going to go sew at his house in the morning, and then we might play games after. But he's also babysitting for the puppies that were born a couple months ago. So, because the owner just does not want to get rid of these puppies. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. We got 4 puppies in the house. Then I'll take one of these dogs and then his dog. It's going to be crazy. So, But I don't know what we'll play. We're almost done with that DC thingy. So maybe that. I don't know. So, producer's
You
tip.
told me about that, and yeah. One of these days, you're gonna have to show me pictures of like what the game actually is that you guys are playing with DC.
Fun. The game is fun. It's kind of like, okay, I know not a lot of gamers in this group, but have you ever played a deck building game? Ascension, any of the deck building type games?
Played
Yes.
the fuck out of Magic the Gathering.
Okay. Yeah. Do you still have any of your cards?
No, my girls, when they were little, destroyed all my cards, and I did not get back into it.
Some of those cards are
I
worth
did
like
Digimon
mega.
and Pokemon, but
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah. My friend still has a lot of his that are really
Yu-Gi-Oh.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh, you did? Okay. Well, this is kind of like if you've ever done DC deck building or something like that.
Oh.
It's like it, but it's a more
You know,
we're playing it over time. It's fun.
Anybody ever hear the game Legendary?
Oh yes, I have Legendary. Yes, Marvel
I found
Legendary.
a Buffy the Vampire Slayer Legendary set at a my mom it's kind of like BJ's, but it's not
Okay.
BJ's. It's like a wholesale thing. They had Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yeah.
Interesting. See, I have Marvel Legendary. What we do with my friends, all of us buy different. Well, one friend pretty much buys everything. He's on Kickstarter, and every time he sees a game being Kickstarted he just supports it. But usually we make sure none of us buy the same game. So, yeah, we've probably got a good 300 different games between all of us.
Okay.
So
if you can find it and you're all willing to like download the game and like dial it on your phones for like the reference stuff, there's a game that came out from Steve Jackson Games called In Nomine, where you all play as angels and demons, and where you roll 3d6s for your rolls, and you're like roll with like you roll like you get powers like based on like
I still want
based on
these
like
days
abilities from like the Bible and
D&D
things
game,
like that.
yo.
Hey guys, I got to bring someone up, and then Siren, we got to talk about this because I want to play this game. Who do you guys think I got backstage?
I don't know, but I'm lighting a cigarette.
Okay, I'll just bring him up then if no one wants to guess. It is Robbie.
Yay.
Hello, Robbie. I don't want to take forever. Hey, Michael. How you guys? How did everything go? You're driving.
It was. Wait, did he tell you what he was doing?
No.
Oh, okay. So
No, I just saw what you shared with us.
yeah, so he surprised me with it. It was a candle lit, well, fake candles, but it was really cool. It was like a group of, is that a symphony?
It was 4 people playing 4 violins and a cello playing Halloween music, like
Psycho,
Psycho,
God.
Halloween,
Nightmare Before Christmas, at
Ghostbusters,
the
Air and Space Museum with planes hanging over us and stuff like that.
Yeah, like old Navy planes, and we walked into an old spaceship, and it was really cool.
Oh my God. Yeah, I saw some of the stuff here. If you're okay. Oh, I didn't see the second one. You sent me a second one with all the candle lights.
Yeah, and you guys are Nightmare Before Christmas fans, right? Because they did, I think, in Harry Potter, that was one of the last songs they did. So I'll upload them to Facebook so you can see them.
Oh. Yes, yeah, because what I see there is good. By the way, Crystola said, Loco, tell Rob I want smooches. So in case you can't see chat. Oh, there's the smoocher. There's the smoocher. So, and then, what do you think of my little girl? My little girl's all dressed. Oh, yes, you all dressed. You missed the Pikachu. Wrigley was dressed up as Pikachu. Oh, shit.
I love your ears. We love your ears. Is it Minnie Mouse?
Yes.
Hi, Siren. Hi, AJ.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Robbie,
Magic.
did you hear everybody got a community page today?
Yeah.
What?
We can't figure it out. There are people with less than 100 subs that have community pages, others with over 400 subs but no community page.
Wow.
We
You
don't know
that's
what's
kinda
going
good.
on.
That's actually really good if like people that don't even upload videos want to share somebody's video out. Then if they have friends on
Yes.
there, kind of will up your viewership and maybe even like build the community. Siren, you're giving me Norman Bates vibes tonight. I'm digging it. I
I
like
got
the
cold.
outfit.
Norman.
Well, we
He
just
couldn't hurt a
listened
fly.
to
Well, Siren, should you tell him why you put the jacket on? It wasn't for Norman Bates, even though,
Well,
yeah.
Well, they were talking about Mr. Rogers, so I put this on to see if this did anything for anybody.
Did you sing the
You gotta
song?
change your shoes too.
It's a beautiful day
Yes.
in the neighborhood, and we have a Danish beauty. Would you be mine? Would you be mine?
Won't you be the neighbor?
Oh my God, yes, yes. No, Amber, we got to get you a tab. I don't know why you don't have a
My
tab.
mom used to call Mr. Rogers Mr. Faggot.
Love it. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it.
I
So,
like it.
Hey, you want to know something? Michael is going to meet Amber
Yes.
before me, and it's in less than a month. You want to tell him why, Amber or Michael?
So me and my brother are flying out to Arizona on November 16th to help my dad move. And on our way back, we're flying back and we have a 3.5-hour layover in Vegas. So we're going to go to dinner with Amber.
yes, yes, yes. You can feel like I feel all the time when all you guys on the mainland get to meet up. Oh my God. I would be, yes, Amber. I would be fucking excited for sure.
Me too.
Yes, 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 yes. That
Hey,
will be fun.
Amber, did anybody watch the new Halloween Ends? Because Amber looks just like
Yes.
the granddaughter.
I loved it.
Lindsay. Yeah,
Oh.
I liked it. It was good.
It was really good. It was probably one of my favorite Halloweens.
Yeah.
The movie theater I went to, instead of showing regular commercials before the actual commercials, they showed commercials from like the 1970s and stuff, like old school horror.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like Bride of the
That would be cool.
Reanimator and stuff.
Oh, that's
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Amber,
cool.
you gotta
Yeah.
watch it. And it's weird because when you watch the actress in the interviews, her and Amber talk the same too. It's creepy.
They do.
It's so
The
weird.
young one?
It's Nurse Amber. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Amber's
God.
a dominant nurse.
No,
Yes, yes.
My battery's probably gonna die, but we wanted to hop on and say hi. So
Love you guys.
Bye.
I love you guys.
Love you.
Love you
love
both.
Guys.
love you.
Give
Bye.
Brooklyn a hug for us. Bye bye.
And Carol.
Yeah. And Carol. We can't forget Carol. No. No. We love our Carol. I wish we could have hamsters here. Oh, damn, that would be... See, Hawaii sucks. They won't let us do anything cool like that. It sucks totally. So, why are your dogs barking so much? Oh,
I
are
forgot
you
to tell
blipping?
Robbie that he did a little cameo if he hadn't checked his email.
Look at that cute lip. Look at the little... Hey, look at the camera and show them how you stick your tongue out.
Puppy bum, puppy bum, puppy.
He's a blepper. He's a blepper. So...
Puppy.
You're like, JP's being rude to himself. There you go, girl. Boy, whatever. You know, that's my problem. Anyone else on YouTube, okay, can sit there and say, hey, girl, because 95% of their channel is girls. But I get all the guys over on my channel, and I like it that way.
My algorithm says nothing but dude.
Oh, really? Really? It's
Yeah.
fun looking at analytics. I don't know if anyone else looks at
My
analytics for
analytics
fun.
say 99% female.
I wish I could
Nah.
get more females. Man,
Ugh.
I need more females in gaming, but even though my channel's going to be more than gaming.
Yeah. But that shows you, okay, full force, that shows you exactly what goes on. Yeah, I think I was like 20% male, 80% female, something like that. And I'm like, hey, I'll take that. So Yes, girl. That's because
Oh
my
yeah,
milkshake brings our
Locomite.
boys to the yard, and they're like, "It's better than yours."
I'm
Damn
gonna have
right.
to like send you photos because I can't post them like publicly. But my niece is going to be old school Nancy
Ooh.
Drew for Halloween.
Oh, that's cool. That
Yeah,
will be cool. Oh my god, I love
and,
Nancy
and
Drew like crazy.
she's got like the natural red hair and everything.
Oh my god, that will be so cool. So, okay, I got to go back. We changed the subject when Robbie came in, but I got to get the rest of this. So, is it called Siren Nominate?
EIN Nomine, NOMINE. You play as angels and demons, and you serve the archangels or prince or demon princes,
Okay.
and you basically run around doing stuff. You know, as you
Steve
do.
Jackson,
And
it's good. Yes.
It's not like Dookie Dookie where that one chick does Sabuku, is it?
Dookie, like the one chick who
Yeah.
does some.
Yeah, see, yeah. There's an anime game called Dookie Dookie, and this one chick commits Sabuku.
There it is.
There we go. Okay, so it's okay. Steve Jackson is amazing for anyone who ever wants to play a fun game. He does amazing things. Could we do this online, do you think?
You could. You don't want the GURPS version. You want the real version.
Gerbers.
Yes. I've tried to figure out what we could do online. Okay, not necessarily D&D, but yeah, along that idea for fun. Okay,
I would play
I'm leaving
Monopoly.
that up.
I don't care.
I wonder you guys barking so much. Oh my gosh, they're driving me crazy. Okay, I'm leaving that up because I'm going to be checking that one out because that looks fun.
I played that on Halloween. We had a huge battle. That was awesome.
Oh, yes.
Me and Patrick are trying to set up a Dead by Daylight together. He streams on
Oh, Patrick? Did you say Patrick?
Yeah, he's
Friend.
stream on Twitch while I stream on YouTube, and we're gonna play Dead by Daylight Halloween themed.
Good night, Sherry. Love you, my dear. Mwah. Thank you for all your help today. Thank you. And that's cool. Patrick is cool. Okay, yes. Patrick and his wife and all, he's just amazing. He's one of those, you guys, he has come to some of my lives before, but he's in Discord a lot. And like you said, he's on Twitch.
You guys haven't hung out because you both live in the same state.
Oh, we do hang out. We're good friends. We hang out all the time. He's one of the people I hang out with all the time. So not every week, not every weekend, but I'd say we probably connect up about once every month or so. He's in theater areas like I am. We'll play games whenever we do a big game day. He and his family are there, and he's awesome. He is awesome. Got a big heart, and I'll put it that way. And he also, what is that? The Hokulea. He actually went out with them to sail with them. It was actually a great story. I should have him come on and talk about that sometime.
So when are we gonna look? Oh, sorry, I don't mean to yawn. That's so rude of me. Ugh. When are we? And I'm not tired. When are we gonna look up these scary?
Okay, I know we were gonna do scary, and we got having so much talk story and all that. So okay. Does anyone have any stories they'd like to share? Otherwise, I'll just pull things up. So, any favorite stories or anything?
Oh, I'll give you my preview.
Ooh. Yes. Yes. Okay, Siren's going to give us a preview for tomorrow.
Well,
thank you.
Give me just a moment.
Exactly. I actually went through and I tried to download a bunch of the Obake stories and everything. Grandma, shall we go sleepy? Play a funny true story song. Oh my God, yes. Now, I was pulling up all of these Obake stories. Obake is Japanese for ghost. And but a lot of mine are really long. So I'm trying to be looking for short.
And Kappa is Japanese for demon.
Yeah. Please don't put me on panel, but I'll share the link in the panel backstage. Okay, that works. If you want to just come on back and I'll see. As long as there's nothing copyright, because I'm going to try to behave myself tonight on copyrights.
Yes. And as far as the creepy McPastas go, as long as you put in the you list the writer's name, you'll be fine.
Oh yeah. Now, I've been looking through and trying to pull together because there's so many fun. I mean, Pele, okay, out hitchhiking. She loves to hitchhike. If you have pork in your car.
Whoa. Please.
Oh, yeah. Pele does. Pele hitchhikes. She also loves, okay, if you get pork in your car, you'll have a problem there. Your car will stop on the poly. Yeah, all sorts of fun stuff. So I'm pulling up my stuff while, oh my God, I love all the lighting and all that. Siren, I had the things underneath so I didn't see what was happening. I'm like, oh my God, that's awesome.
That's why I was like, ooh, it's like Haunted Mansion up in that bizarre.
Oh, yes. He's got the thing coming. I love this. Blue. Yes.
Okay, you'll get it just the way, well, not quite just the way I did it last night, but you'll get it as close as I can do.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Should I keep it like this, or do you want me to put you as the only one on camera? Your choice.
You can put me about half size if you like.
Let's see how I can do that. Nope, that won't work either. I was going to try to do a combination. Oh, wait. Can I now switch this? Oh, no, I can't do it. Yeah, nope. I'm going to have to do it this way. Sorry. I can put me as the larger of us, but not you guys as the larger. So, because StreamYard sucks sometimes.
That's okay. I'm sure lots of people have heard this, but it's all right. It's all right.
I'll mute myself so he doesn't get interrupted.
Sounds good, my dear. Oh, and I'll try to find something while you're doing yours.
We should change that purple to pumpkins.
I watched you change into a fly. I looked away. You were on fire. I watched a change in you. It's like you never had wings. Now you feel so alive. I watched you change. I took you home, set you on the glass. I pulled off your wings. Then I laughed. I watched a change in you. It's like you never had wings. Now you feel so alive. I watched you change. It's like you never had wings. I look at the cross. Then I look away. I give you the gun. You blow me away. I watched a change in you. It's like you never had wings. Now you feel so alive. I watched you change. Now you feel alive. You feel alive. You feel alive. I watched you change. It's like you never had wings. You've changed. You've changed. You changed.
That's hilarious.
You're muted. You're muted.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah. I'm like, is that it? Am I jumping in?
It was like listening to Maya Angelou.
Oh, yes.
Fuck Edgar Allan Poe. It was.
Oh my God, that is what heavy drama lives are like. They are so much fun. Some of them, yes. I love it. Okay, so anyone, if you are in chat and you either want to come up here and read something, you do not have to be on camera, you don't have to have special, whatever. Just come on up, or you can share the link with us and we can read it for you if you don't want to be the one to read yourself. So I love that one. You want to share with everyone where that was from, in case people are wondering?
That is the Deftones song, Change from the House of Flies. It's quite different.
Dude, I was thinking it was something from the Ramones.
I couldn't. I was like, it's got to be lyrics, but what is it from? What is it from? Yes.
Rock, and
Oh my God, I love it. Okay, I got one here from the Best of Hawaii's Best Spooky Tales. And it's called The Dark Mirror. Okay.
Ooh.
Yes, they're not super scary, but they're fun. Okay. Because most of them are true stories. It's a dark mirror. I'm looking at it now. The glass of the mirror itself has a darkness to it, but sometimes it seems dark in other ways. It is surrounded by an ornate gold-carved frame. There once was a ribbon that lined the inside edge of the frame. What remains are only moth-eaten shreds, a reminder of what used to be. Not only is the mirror large, but it is heavy as well. I have no idea of its age. There are no hints or clues. I'm looking at it now. The mirror has always held me spellbound, for it was my grandmother's before I inherited it. She was a small Filipino woman with what she called the gift. She told me I've inherited that gift as well, and in time would come to accept it fully. I guess to her it seemed logical to bestow me with the mirror, one of the few belongings she brought with her from the Philippines. It hung in my grandmother's living room, and when I was a little girl, it frightened and fascinated me. My mother said I had an overactive imagination. My grandmother clucked that she just didn't understand. My grandmother said faces sometimes appear in the mirror. Whose faces? I don't know. When they came, strange things happened in my grandmother's house. She knew the faces and what could happen when they appeared. Sometimes when the mean woman showed herself, doors opened, slammed, and things were pushed from shelves. Another face belonged to a beautiful woman richly dressed, and she seemed to enjoy making coffee cups rattle and clank together on their hooks behind closed cupboard doors. As a child, I never witnessed any of the faces or experienced the events. I only heard about them from my grandmother or from my parents, who always claimed there were logical explanations for such episodes. They didn't believe in my grandmother's magic mirror. I would stand in front of the house, in front of the mirror for hours, hoping to see for myself, yet poised for flight if anything did appear. A peculiar habit my grandmother had was to turn the mirror to face the wall at night before she went to bed. She never said why. She just did it. My grandmother, though, died at 78. She caught a cold while visiting us when we lived in Seattle, and she died the next day. Now, I've got the mirror. My granddad gave it to me 12 years after my grandmother passed. He said she wanted me to have it. I hung my grandmother's mirror in my bathroom. I looked at the mirror every day, but didn't see anything. And then it happened. I've seen two faces. I think the first was the beautiful rich woman from an earlier time. See, I was brushing my teeth, and as I turned to leave the bathroom, I caught the reflection out of the corner of my eye. Our gazes locked. She smiled and vanished. I was left standing there, staring at my own reflection. The second incident happened 2 days later. I walked into the bathroom looking for a hairbrush that sits in the basket below the mirror. The face that materialized was my grandmother's. I don't know how long it was before I could catch my breath. It seemed stuck in my throat. She smiled, and she mouthed the words, "Don't forget." I think I nodded because she nodded in return before she was gone. I know what she meant without having to say anything else. I now turn the mirror before going to bed at night. I did it that night, and I've done it every night since. The end. Not totally scary, but just enough. So, oh my gosh. Oh, I love the JP has a parental advisory. Read yours, Crystola. Okay, what do we have popping up in private chat? Okay, JP. Oh, it's a YouTube video. Is that on yours or... Yeah, I want to make sure that I won't get a copyright issue on things. So I'll take a look at that in a second. Crystola, what do you have? Anyone else have any? Look up if you've got anything. I know AJ mentioned creepypasta would be a great place to start.
Ooh, somebody read Abandoned by Disney. That one, oh, it's so fucking creepy.
Okay, let me look for it. Abandoned by Disney.
Yes,
Creepypasta.
and it's creepypasta. Oh.
Okay. Let's see what we can find. Angie's like, don't make fun of Disney. Oh, yeah, Angie's going to be coming up. Perfect. Okay, let me see. Oh, wow. Abandoned by Disney is long. Oh, not too long. Not too long. So
It's not. It's
JP's music. Okay, got it. It is JP's music. Okay, we will definitely pull that one. I'll go through and take a look at that in just a second. While we're waiting, anyone have something to read before I switch over to the Abandoned by Disney? Unless AJ wants to read it.
No. Someone with a theater background has to read it. Sorry.
Guys, have fun with it. Have fun. Fear Street Goosebumps vibes. Hey, they're fun. These things are funny. Or if you guys have horror stories, okay, ghost stories of your own to share.
I'm just this assistant MC since this kind of reminds me of what I wanted to do on my channel.
You still can. Totally. You still can.
Yeah.
Siren, you got anything right now or you want me to go ahead with Abandoned?
Hey, go ahead.
Okay, got it while you're looking. Okay, I have never heard this guy, so I have no idea if someone's going to set me up for something or not. We'll find out. Okay, Abandoned by Disney. Some of you may have heard that Disney Corporation is responsible for at least one real live ghost town. Disney built the Treasure Island Resort in Baker's Bay in the Bahamas. It didn't start as a ghost town. Disney's cruise ships would actually stop at the resort and leave tourists there to relax in luxury. This is a fact. Look it up. Disney blew $30 million on the place. Yes, $30 million. Then they abandoned it. Disney blamed the shallow waters, too shallow for their ships to safely operate. And there was even blame cast on the workers, saying that since they were from the Bahamas, they were too lazy to work on a regular schedule. There were the factual nature of the story's ends. It wasn't because of sand, and it obviously wasn't because foreigners are lazy. Both are convenient excuses. Now, I sincerely doubt those reasons were legitimate. Why don't I buy the official story? Because of Mowgli's Palace. Near the beachside city of Emerald Isle in North Carolina, Disney began construction of Mowgli's Palace in the late 1990s. The concept was a jungle-themed resort with a large, you guessed it, palace in the center of the whole thing. If you're unfamiliar with the character Mowgli, then you might better remember the story of the Jungle Book. If you haven't seen it anywhere else, you know it as Disney cartoon from decades past. Mowgli is an abandoned child in the jungle, essentially raised by animals and simultaneously threatened, pursued by other animals. Mowgli's Palace was a controversial undertaking from the start. Disney brought up a ton of high-priced land for the project, and there was actually a scandal surrounding some of the purchases. The local government claimed eminent domain on people's homes, then turned around and sold the properties to Disney. At one point, a home that had just been constructed was immediately condemned with little to no explanation. The land grab by the government was supposedly for some fictional highway project. Knowing full well what was going on, people started calling it Mickey Mouse Highway. Then there was the concept art. A group of stuffed shirts from Disney actually held a city meeting. They intended to sell everyone on how lucrative this project was going to be for everyone. When they showed the concept art, this gigantic Indian palace surrounded by jungle, staffed with men and women in loincloths and tribal gear, well, suffice to say, everyone flipped their shit. We're talking about a large Indian palace, jungle, and loincloths, not only in the center of a relatively wealthy area, but also a somewhat xenophobic area of the southern USA. It was a questionable mix at that point in history. Well, one member of the crowd tried to storm the stage, but he was quickly subdued by security after he managed to break one of the presentation boards over his knee. Disney took that community and essentially broke it over his knee as well. The houses were razed, the land was cleared, and there wasn't a damn thing anyone could do or say about it. Local TV, newspapers were against the resort from the beginning, but some insane connection between Disney Media Holdings and the local venues came into play, and their opinions turned on a dime. So anyway, Treasure Island, the Bahamas, Disney sunk those millions in there and then split. Same thing has happened with Mowgli's Palace. Construction was complete. Visitors actually stayed at the resort. The surrounding communities were flooded with traffic and the usual annoyances associated with an influx of lost and irate tourists. Then it all just stopped. Disney shut it down and nobody knew what the hell to think. But they were pretty happy about it. Disney's loss was pretty hilarious and wonderful to a large group of folks who didn't want this in the first place. I honestly didn't give the place another thought since hearing it closed over a decade ago. Well, I live maybe 4 hours from Emerald Island, so really I had only heard the rumblings and didn't experience any of it firsthand. Then I read this article from someone who had explored Treasure Island Resort and posted a whole blog about all the crazy shit he had found there. Stuff just left behind, things smashed, defaced, probably ruined by the disgruntled former employees who had just lost their job. Hell, the locals from all around probably had a hand in wrecking that place. People there felt just as angry about Treasure Island as folks here did about Mowgli's Palace. Plus, there were rumors that Disney had released their aquarium stock into the local waters when they closed, including sharks. Who would want to take a few swings at some merchandise after that? Well, what I'm getting at in this blog about Treasure Island got me thinking. Even though many years had passed since its closing, I figured it might be cool to do some urban exploration at Mowgli's Palace, take some photos, write about my experience, and probably see if there was anything I could take home as a memento. I'm not going to say I wasted no time in getting there because honestly, it took me another year after I first found that Treasure Island article to get around to going up to Emerald Island. Over the course of that year, I did a lot of research on the Palace Resort, or rather I tried. Naturally, no official Disney site or resource made any mention of the place. That had been scrubbed clean. Even odder, however, was that nobody before myself had apparently thought to blog about the place or even post a photo. None of the local TV or newspaper sites had one word about the place, though that was to be expected, I guess, since all had been swing Disney's way. They wouldn't be out there lauding embarrassment. Yeah. Recently, I learned that corporations can actually ask Google, for example, to remove links from search results. Basically, for no good reason. Looking back, it's probably not that nobody spoke of the resort, but rather that the words were made inaccessible. So in the end, I could barely find the place. All I had to go on was an old-as-hell map I'd received in the mail back in the 90s. It was a promotional item sent out to people who had recently been to Disney World. And I guess since I had been there in the late 80s, that was recent. I didn't really intend to hang on to it. It just shoved in with my books and comics from my childhood. I'd only remembered it months into my research. And even then, it took me another few weeks to locate the storage bin my parents had shoved it all into. But I did find it. Locals were no help, as most were transplants who had moved to the beach in recent years, or old residents who just stared at me and made rude gestures the second I managed to say, "Where would I find Mowgli's?" Yeah. The drive took me through an inordinately long corridor of overgrowth, tropical plants that had run rampant and overpopulated the area, mixed with the native species of flora that actually belonged there and had tried to reclaim the land. I was in awe when I reached the front gates of the resort. Tremendous, monolithic wooden gates whose supports to either side looked like they must have been cut from like giant sequoias. The gate itself had been gouged in several places by woodpeckers and eaten away at the base by burrowing insects. Hanging on the gate was a sheet of metal, some random scrap with a hand-painted letter scrawled in black. Abandoned by Disney. Clearly the handiwork of some past local or an employee who wanted to make some small protest. The gates were open enough to walk through, but not drive, so grabbing my digital camera and the map, whose flip side showed a layout of the resort, I set off on foot. The inner grounds of the place were just as overgrown as the entryway. Palm trees stood untended and ragged among piles of their own coconuts. Banana plants similarly stood in their own stinking, bud-riddled refuse. There was sort of a clash between order and chaos, as carefully planted rows of perennial flowers mixed with obnoxious tall weeds and stinking blackened mushrooms. All that remained of any outdoor structures were broken, rotting wood and various charred bits of unidentifiable material, which was most likely an information booth or an outdoor bar, which was now simply a pile of assorted debris chopped up by past vandalism and ravaged by weather. The most interesting thing on the grounds was a statue of Baloo, the friendly bear from the Jungle Book, which stood in a sort of courtyard in the front of the main building. He was frozen in a jovial wave towards no one, staring into empty space with a silly, toothy grin as perch covered the whole swath of his fur and vines ensnared in the platforms. I approached the main building, the palace, only to find the outsides of the building covered in graffiti where the original paint hadn't peeled away and chipped away. The front doors weren't just open. They had been taken off their hinges and had been stolen. Above the front doors or the gaping maw where they had been, someone had once again painted "Abandoned by Disney. Well, I wish I could tell you about all the awesome stuff I see inside the palace: forgotten statues, abandoned cash registers, a full-fledged security society of homeless bums. But no. The inside of the building was so stark, so bare, that I actually think people had stolen the molding off the walls. Anything that was too big to steal — counters, desks, giant fake trees — they were all resting amid this empty echo chamber that amplified my every step like a slow rat-a-tat-tat machine guns. I checked the floor plan and headed to all the locations that might seem in any way interesting. The kitchen was, as you'd imagine, an industrial food prep area with all the appliances and space, no expenses spared. Every glass surface was broken, every door knocked off its hinges, every metal surface dented and kicked in. The entire place smelled like very old piss. The huge freezer, not even remotely cool now, had row upon row of empty shelf space. Hooks hung from the ceiling, probably for hanging cuts of meats. And I stood inside for a moment. I noticed they were swinging. Each hook swung in a random direction, but their movements were so slow and small that it was almost impossible to see. I figured it had been caused by my footsteps, so I stopped one from swinging by clutching it in my fists and carefully letting it go, but within seconds it started to swing once again. The bathrooms were in much the same state as the rest of the place. Just like the Treasure Island resort, someone had methodically smashed each porcelain commode with coconuts and other implements. There was about a half-inch of rancid, stinking, stagnant water on the floor, so I didn't stay long there. What's odd is that the toilets and the sinks and the bidets in the ladies' room — yes, I went in the ladies' room — all dripped, leaked, or just ran freely. It seemed to me that they should have shut the water off long ago. There were plenty of rooms in the resort, but naturally I didn't have time to look through all of them. The few I did peer into were similarly wrecked, and I didn't expect to find anything there. I thought there was actually a television or radio in one room, as I really think I heard a quiet conversation coming out of the room. Though it was like a whisper, probably my own breathing echoing in the silence, or just another case of sound of flowing water playing tricks on the mind. That is what it sounded like. 1, I didn't believe it. 2, short, unknown reply. The other voice: I didn't know that. I didn't know that. The other voice: your father told you. The original voice: some unknown reply, or possibly just weeping. I know that sounds ridiculous. I'm just telling you what I experienced, why I thought there might have been something more running in that room, or worse, some vagrants who had holed up there and probably would have knifed me. At the front of the palace again, I figured I hadn't found anything of note and had wasted the trip. As I looked out the door, I noticed something interesting in the courtyard, and well, I think I apparently missed it. Something that would have given me at least one thing to show for all my troubles, even if it was just a photograph. There, as a lifelike statue of a python, maybe 80 feet long, coiled up and sunning itself on a pedestal right in the center of the area. It was almost time for the sun to start setting, so the light fell onto the object, in that perfect way for a photograph. I approached the python and snapped a photo. Then I stood on my toes and I snapped another one. I moved closer again to get details of the face. Slowly, casually, the python lifted its head. It looked directly in my eyes. It turned and it slithered off the pedestal across the grass and into the trees. All 80 feet of it. Its head long disappeared into the woods before its tail even left the sunning spot. Disney had released all their exotic animals onto the grounds, right? Right there on the floor plan map was the reptile house. I should have known this. I've read about the sharks at Treasure Island. I should have known they'd done this. I was dumbfounded, just utterly stupefied. My mouth must have been hanging open for the longest time because I came back down to earth and I snapped it shut. I blinked a few times and I backed away from where the snake had been, back towards the palace. Even though it was totally gone, I still wasn't taking any chances, and I backed my way back into the building. I took a few breaths and slaps to my own face to get myself, to get myself right in the head again after that. I looked for a place to sit down as my legs were feeling a bit like jelly at this point. Of course, there was no place to sit down unless I wanted to recline in the broken glass and dead leaf carpet or haul myself up onto a desk of questionable reliability. I had seen some stairs near the palace's lobby and decided to go have a seat there until I felt better. The staircase was far enough away from the front of the building to be relatively clean and safe for startling accumulation of dust. I pulled a wedge of metal off the wall, once again painted with "Abandoned by Disney" motto I'd become accustomed to. I placed the wedge on the stairs and sat on it to keep at least somewhat clean. The stairway led downward below ground level. Well, using my camera flash as sort of like an improvised flashlight, I could see that the staircase ended in a metal mesh door with a padlock. A sign on the door, a real sign, read, "Mascots only. Thank you." This perked up my spirits a little bit for two reasons. One, mascots only area would definitely have interesting stuff. Back in the day, really good stuff. Two, though, the padlock was still in place. Nobody had been able to go down there. Not the vandals, not the looters. Nobody. This was the one place I could actually explore and perhaps find something interesting to photograph or wantonly steal. I had come to the palace essentially agreeing with myself that it was okay to take anything. Because, hey, abandoned, yeah? It didn't take much to bust the lock. Well, actually, that's wrong. It didn't take much to bust the metal plate on the wall that the padlock was hooked into. Time and decay had done most of the work for me, and I was able to bend the metal plate enough to pull the screws out of the wall, something nobody else had apparently thought of or hadn't been able to do at that time. The mascots only area was a startling and very welcome change from the rest of the building that I'd seen. For one, every second or third fluorescent light overhead was illuminated, even though they flickered and faded randomly. Also, nothing had been stolen or broken, even if age and exposure were definitely taking their toll. Tables had notepads and pens. There were clocks, even a punching clock on the wall, complete with filled-out time cards. Chairs were scattered around, and there was even a small break room with an old static-filled television and long rotted-out food and drinks on the conveyors. It was one of those post-apocalyptic movies where everything is left in a state of evacuation. Well, as I walked the maze, sub-basement hallways of the mascots only area, the sights just became more and more interesting. As I went further, desks, tables were knocked over, papers scattered and almost melded with the damp floor. And a large carpet of mold was slowly overtaking the real rotting crimson floor covering. Everything was just sort of squishy. Anything would disintegrated into mush when I applied even the least amount of force, and clothing items hanging on hooks in one of the rooms simply fell to moist threads if I tried to unhook them. One thing that annoyed me was that the light was becoming more sparse and unreliable as I went further into the dark, suffocating depths of this place. Eventually, I reached a black and yellow striped door with the words, Character Prep 1, stenciled on it. The door wouldn't open at first. I figured that was probably where the costumes were kept, and I definitely wanted a photograph of that twisted, stinking mess. Try as I might, though, whatever angle or trick I tried, the door just wouldn't budge. Well, that is until I gave up and I started to walk away. That was when there was a slight popping sound, and the wall by the door slowly creaked open. Inside the room was completely dark. I mean, like pitch dark. I used the camera flash to look for a light switch in the wall by the door, but there was nothing. As I made my search, I was jarred out of my sense of excitement by a loud electrical buzz. Rows of lights overhead suddenly flashed to life, flickering, fading in and out like the rest I had passed. It took a second for my eyes to adjust, and it seemed like the light was going to just keep getting brighter until all the bulbs exploded. But just when I thought it would reach that critical stage, the lights dimmed a bit, and they steadied. The room was exactly as I had pictured it. Various Disney costumes hung on the walls, fully put together, like strange cartoon cadavers hung from invisible nooses. Yeah. There was an entire rack of loincloths and native clothes on hangers towards the back. What I found odd and what I wanted to photograph right away, though, was a Mickey Mouse costume at the center of the room. Unlike the other costumes, it was lying on its back in the center of the room on the floor like a murder victim. The fur on the costume was, rotted and shedding. There were bare patches. What was even odder, however, was the coloring of the costume. It was like photo negative of the actual Mickey Mouse. Black where it should be white. White where it should be black. Yeah. His normally red overalls were light blue. The sight was off-putting enough that I actually put off photographing that until last. I took a picture of the costumes hanging on the walls, upward angles, downward angles, side shots to show as an entire row of frozen putrid cartoon faces, some with their plastic eyes missing. Then I decided to stage a shot. Just one of a bedraggled character heads on the slick, grimy floor. I reached for the headpiece of a Donald Duck costume and carefully removed it so the thing, as I looked into the face of the wide-eyed, moldering head, a loud clattering sound just made me jump with fright. I looked down at my feet, and there between my shoes was a human skull. It had fallen out of the mascot head and shattered into pieces at my feet. Only the empty face and lower jaw remained staring up at me. I dropped the duck head immediately, as you'd expect. I moved for the door. As I stood in the doorway, I looked back to the skull on the floor. I had to take a picture, Yeah, I had to. For any number of reasons that may seem silly, but only if you don't think it through, I needed proof of what had happened, especially if Disney was going to somehow make this seem like it needed to go away. I had no doubt in my mind right from the start that even if it was just gross negligence, Disney was responsible for this. That's when Mickey, that photo negative opposite like version of Mickey in the middle of the room, started to get up. First sitting up, then climbing to his feet. The Mickey costume or whoever was inside it stood there at the center of the room, its fake face just staring directly at me as I mumbled, no, over and over, with my hand shaking a violently thrashing heart and legs that had once again just turned to jelly. I managed to lift my camera and aim it at the opposite creature, now quietly sizing me up. The digital camera screen displayed only dead pixels in the shape of this thing. It was a perfect silhouette of the fucking Mickey costume. As the camera moved in my unsteady hands, the dead pixels spread, marring the screen wherever Mickey's outline moved to. Then the camera died, went black and quiet and broken. I raised my eyes once again to the Mickey Mouse costume. "Hey," it said in a hushed, perverted, perfectly executed Mickey Mouse voice. "Want to see my head come off?" It started to pull its own head, working it clumsily, glove-clad fingers around its neck with clawing, impatient movements similar to a wounded man trying to pull himself free of a predator's jaws. As it works its digits into its neck, blood, so much blood, so much thick, chunky, yellow blood. I turned away as I heard its sickening tearing of cloth and flesh, only cared about getting away, about the doorway out of this room. I saw the final message clawed into the metal with bone or fingernails. Abandoned by God. I never got the pictures out of my camera. I never wrote the blog entry about it. After I ran from that place, fled for my sanity, if not my very life, I knew why Disney didn't want anyone to know about this place. They didn't want anyone like me getting in. They didn't want anything like that getting out. The end. That was freaking long. Oh my God. I was like, okay, how long is this? Oh my God, that was a good one. Totally good one. And sorry guys, I could not follow what was going on in chat. I was like, okay, I can't do both of these things at once. Angie, I am never going to be able to look at Mickey Mouse the same ever again. Nope. And I would come back wearing my little ears. Yes, exactly. So, oh my gosh. Angie was backstage but left to smoke a cigarette. You shall be back in a minute. No problem. It is Halloween, gang. It is.
There's other ones that I like too. I like the 1999. I liked Jeff the Killer. I mean, creepypastas.
Oh my
the Disney
God.
ones are good though, because it's like you think of Disney as this wholesome thing, and then creepypasta just turns it on its head.
Oh yes, that is for sure. For sure. So, hey Siren, you still there? Did you fall asleep during that?
He probably fell asleep.
I'm here. Okay. I'm dealing with an issue.
Oh, we don't like issues like that. Oh shit. Sorry. And people need lives. Sorry, gang, but people need lives. So we'll just leave it at that one. Okay, let me try to get this going here. So, yeah, I was going through trying to find Hawaii. We have so much amazing paranormal stuff, but most of it is not written out. It's passed down verbally.
Did you check the Creepy Wiki and see if there's any Hawaiian creepypastas up in that thing?
Yes, I can. One sec. Oh, 1 second. Okay, let me see real quickly here. Okay, I see what we got here. Okay, I'll have that up for just a second, JP. I definitely can. I'll look for those things when Angie gets up here, and as she gets to do her thing, I will go ahead and take care of that. That way I don't bore you guys with me searching for stuff at the time. So, and okay, guys in chat, what are your favorite spooky stories? Do you have a favorite spooky? I used to love the Telltale Heart. That was one of my favorites, was the Telltale Heart. I don't know. Anyone, AJ, you have any favorite things?
Fear Streets, but the books, not that woke ass TV movie crap that they did for Netflix.
The real stuff.
they made the damn witch African American lesbian, and then made the other family a bunch of white descendant guys who once something years killed for power, and I'm like, that is so far from what Fear Street is about. It's more like the Hattonfields and the McCoys, except it's the Fears and the Goods, and it's a family feud, and there's a witch who died, and it's like spooky. They done ruined that shit with woke politics.
Oh my gosh. What I always love, okay, trying to think while we're waiting for people to finish their smoke things and all. We have, okay, all of us have the urban tale of the boyfriend and girlfriend that are in their car making out and all that stuff. And okay, we've all had that. Okay, everyone has a version of that, no matter where you live. I think you have one there. And we have that here, and the place is called Morgan's Corner. And oh my God. It is Morgan's Corner is the story, okay, of a boyfriend girlfriend who are hanging out in their car, and of course they hear noises, and the guy gets out, and he ends up being gone for too long, and then all of a sudden the girl hears the sound of something on top of the car just swishing back and forth. So she gets out and she sees her boyfriend hanging there, bleeding, dead. Okay. We have that, Morgan's Corner. And like most people, when I was in high school, we used to go to these places at night. We were finishing up working on Stephen King, one of my favorite authors. I love Stephen King. One night we had just finished Varsity Drag. And while we were doing that, we were doing a hell of a lot of Ouija board stuff. Okay, high school, yeah, you know how that goes. So that night we went out for our closing party, and we were up on an area called the Poly. The Poly is extremely haunted, the whole area, multiple locations and all that. And we made the decision that we were going to go up to Morgan's Corner. So we jumped into two different cars, and we're all driving up there. We get there. I'm driving one car. One of my friends is driving the other car. I mean, we're filled up completely. And everyone's getting out of there, and they're getting into the cars and all. And we're all standing there. And all of a sudden, we start hearing sounds coming from right behind us. And we're like starting to freak out. And of course, half of the girls that are on the thing, they're playing the, I'm a scared little girl, and I gotta hold on to you and all that. That's what they're doing with any guy they can find. They're playing that game. And I'm like, guys, just stop it. And we're listening to this, and all of a sudden we see something thrown out from behind, but up high in the woods, out towards us. Not falling, thrown. Turns out to be a stick. And at this point, most of the girls and a couple of guys are in the car. There's maybe 3 of us left outside because we're like, nah, it can't be anything and all that. And we're going, and you can all of a sudden hear a scratching on our car. Okay, my car, as in our car. I heard the scratching going on. We all jumped in our cars as quick as we could, and we ran. And our next place we ended up going to and freaked ourselves out was the Poly Lookout. Have any of you guys who've ever been to Hawaii been to the Poly Lookout? I'd love to know if you guys know about it. The Poly Lookout is the island is divided in 2. Okay, and where it's divided, we have this big mountain range. And what would happen is you'd have different, before all the islands were brought together, you would have different tribe, kind of like people. Okay, some over on one side, some on the other. And at this one location called the Poly Lookout, King Kamehameha was able to bring all of the people of Hawaii under one flag. The problem is how he did it was he got everyone up to the lookout, And everyone who was against him was marched off the side of the cliff. So to this day, you hear screams, you get this feeling and all that. We actually went up there that night. It was probably about 2 a.m. with our fake, there's Angie coming up. Hey, Angie. We went up
hi.
there. Hey. I'm going to let you go right after I finish this. We went up with our homemade Ouija boards. And we started talking to something up there. To this day, I don't know what it was we were talking to. But you could hear down in certain places, all of a sudden out of nowhere, you would hear people screaming. Okay, like 300-400 feet away. It was like the creepiest thing I've ever done in my... I'd love to go up there at night, but they've now actually blocked it off. No one's allowed to go up there at night anymore. So, but yeah, if anyone comes to Hawaii... That's where you go, Polly Lookout. So, Angie, you got something to tell us?
Yes, if I suddenly mute myself, it's because I have a sore throat still. So, and I'm trying not to cough up a lung in y'all's ear. Okay.
No problemo, my dear.
You can hear me good?
I can hear you perfectly, yes.
All right, perfect. Okay. So, all right. A vampire bat came flapping in the night covered in fresh blood, parked himself on the ceiling of a cave, and prepared to get some sleep. Pretty soon, all the other bats smelled the blood and began hassling him about where he got it. He told them to piss off and go get some sleep. But they persisted, until finally he gave in, grudgingly. Okay, follow me, he said, and flew out of the cave with hundreds and hundreds of bats behind him. Down through the valley they went, across a river, into a forest of trees. Finally, he slowed down, and all the other bats excitingly moved around him. Now, he said, you see that tree over there? He asked. Yes, the bats all screamed in a frenzy. Good, said the first bat, because I fucking didn't. I had to tell the joke. I'll see myself out now.
Oh my God, I love it. So, hey, that was her joke. I love it. And gotta stay up here and help us out with stories. Okay, yeah, we need stories. Oscar, you have any Halloween stories, scary stories?
Yeah.
We need some good ones we
can.
And okay, while we look for it, gang, I miss ya, Oscar. Did you end up dressing up tonight? And my dear Oscar. Okay, I'm looking for things, and I do have... Oh, Crystola has a story. Okay, let me see if I can find Crystola's story. And then I do want to play the song, because like everything in life, okay, horror comes in many different ways. And so, okay, let me try to find this real quickly. And then, sorry, gang. You would think I know how to pull things up. Okay. Oh my gosh, you typed it all out for me. Yes, girl.
You know, I remember one year when McDonald's gave out these cassette tapes for kids, and they had scary stories on them.
That's cool. See, I love a good horror story. It's like...
Was it like a woman reading the stories?
Yes.
Okay, I think I had that one. And she had like a story about like the girl about the ribbon around her neck or something.
Yeah, mine had a fun house in it. Because they had like
I can't remember.
Several cassette tapes.
I don't think... Was this like the 90s?
Yes.
Oh my God. See, and that's it. I was in college at that time. McDonald's
was the best, dude, when I was a kid. We got the copy of Ghost, the movie Whoopi Goldberg from McDonald's. Yeah,
really?
It had the McDonald's emblem on the back of it. Yeah. They used to sell cups, everything and shit back in the 90s. McDonald's was the shit back then. Now
they had the buckets this year.
Did they do the buckets again this year?
Yes.
I used to love their Christmas stuff. The Christmas stuff is what I always loved to do.
Their adult Happy Meal, I wasn't feeling it. Those toys. Kids have better toys.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I got something here from Crystola and AJ and Angie. If you guys find anything, you guys can read whatever comes up.
I can tell you
find,
about
or
my
let
first
me know.
experience watching The Exorcist.
Yes, that works.
That creepy
That
stuff
works.
happened.
Okay, we'll do that one next. So Angie's got it next. Here's Crystola. So Crystola sent this to me. She said, this is an absolutely 100% true story. I don't tell false ones. I am a magnet for this crap. When me and my husband got together over 20 years ago, my parents were strict, but we just knew. So I'd climb out of my window and well, he'd climb in. He used to stand by my window and talk, and he would throw cigarette butts outside my window. That summer, we would walk through our living room and get a tight feeling and feel like we were bogged down in mud. It kept happening, so the old lady next door was sitting outside one day, and we told her. She said the woman who lived there before us died in her recliner in our living room maybe 2 months before we moved in. My husband got caught in my room one night. Well, we were made to sleep in the living room, me, my sister, and friend. My daddy's recliner started rocking. A couple of months passed, and Mama had this stereo, you know, the kind that lit up and CD, FM, AM, so forth, even when it wasn't being used. It was tight because my bedroom door, I woke up because the light was shining in my eyes. It was the stereo light, and I saw a silhouette of a woman I assumed was Mama, until I remembered she had cut her hair short. And, well, it was a woman in a nightgown with long hair. And she said, "Does that boy need an ashtray?" I turned to look at the window. Nobody was there. Turned back to answer the door. The door was shut. And by the way, this phone won't cooperate, but we won't go on that thing. That's freaky. Is that true, Crystola? You had that happen? That is freaky as all get out, girl. And put one in chat if you've ever had a paranormal incident happen to you. So, and Angie, you get to tell the next thing while I try to find something else.
Okay, it's probably not going to be too scary to y'all, but it was scary when it happened to me. All right, so I was like 12 or something, and I went to Blockbuster with my dad, and I was all into scary movies. I loved Scream, and I wanted to be like Randy, and I wanted to see all the scary movies and be a pro at scary movies, right? So I grabbed The Exorcist, because that's like the number one, right? And he wouldn't let me get it, but he told me I can rent it when I'm 13. No, I don't understand the age difference, but whatever. So he finally let me rent it, and I got it on my 13th birthday. And he said he was gonna get some pizza delivered. He was gonna go get the movie, and I would wait on the pizza. And they didn't have cell phones at the time, so he took a while to get back from Blockbuster because it was like 5 minutes away from our house, and it was like 30 minutes had passed. The pizza had come. He still wasn't home. This dude comes home with a Ouija board for after the Exorcist movie. So we watch the movie. We play on the Ouija board, and we're like asking questions, and it starts moving. And I thought he was moving it, and he said he wasn't. So of course I got mad because I thought he wasn't taking it seriously. So I was like, I'm done. Let's go. And so he's like, all right, I'm going to bed. Well, I followed him around the house because I was so scared from the movie to like turn off all the lights in the house. And when I went in my room, I turned on a flashlight. Thank God I did. I had my TV on, but it was on mute, and I had my radio on, my headlight, my lamp that I had, and all of a sudden the power went out. And I ran to my dad's room, and I was like, "The Exorcist is coming to get me. The Exorcist is coming to get me." And he didn't even want me sleeping in his bed because he's like, "I don't know," because my mom had died by this point. And he was like, "I don't feel right with you sleeping in my bed." But I begged him because I was crying because I really thought a demon was coming to get me or something. Well, then the next time I watched The Exorcist at a friend's Sweet 16, we watched the movie, and then at the very end, the screen goes black, and it says the title of the movie on it. And as soon as that happened, power went out. I've never watched that movie again.
Oh my God. If
the power went out 2 times in a row, nope.
No. Well, it's like those movies. That's one of them that is cursed.
I believe
And
it.
yep, they've talked about it. If you go looking into the curse, here, let me see if I can find a curse. I just found out I was accepted. There's a Facebook Hawaii Ghost Stories Facebook, and I asked to be added to it, and they just added
Sounds
me
like
to it.
Macbeth. Macbeth is cursed.
Oh, hell yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I never say that word. Curse of the Exorcist. Let's see what it says there. Because that is definitely inside the Exorcist curse. Here we go. And everything that happened. Okay, the original 1973 film caused quite the stir and saw terrified cinema goers vomiting and fainting. One person broke her jaw after passing out. Okay, as for the curse, the death of at least 4 people have been linked to the film, and some believe this is proof of the Exorcist curse. They include Jack Gowron, who played the eccentric film director Burke Dennings in the film. He was killed by a demon-plagued Regan McNeil in the movie. His character was attacked by a possessed child who used her superhero human strength to break his neck and then flung him out of the bedroom window. Ahead of the film's release, Jack tragically died from complications related to the flu, which he caught during the London flu epidemic in 1973. The guy who played Father Damien Karras's mother also passed away the same year before it hit the big screen. The star, who had no previous acting experience, was cast after being spotted at a restaurant, was ruled to have died from natural causes. Let's see who else. Okay, later. During the production, a number of cast members, including Linda Blair and Max von Sydow, who played Father Marin, also lost family members to death. The Exorcist was faced with multiple production delays, but the most notable was what happened early on in production. The set for Reagan's family home burned down in 1972 after a bird flew into a circuit box. There were multiple back injuries, including one person who got a spinal injury while being hoisted around on a harness. That was the mom of Chris McNeil.
Yeah, a dresser came at her too at one point and hurt her back.
Yeah, in fact, here it is. I think this is it right here. Ellen told William Friedkin, the film's director, that a crew member was pulling me too hard, but she claimed he dismisses her concerns. She recalled, Billy said, well, it has to look real. I know it has to look real, but I'm telling you, I could get hurt. The actress alleged that the director made a signal and the cameraman smashed me to the floor. I was screaming. Okay, that isn't about the other. Oh, we just got Crystola walking in. Hello, Crystola.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. Yay! How are you, girl?
Hold on, I gotta turn the. Okay, sorry about that. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Oh my God, poor Siren.
You're
People
clear
just
for
need
one.
to be adults. Yeah, she sounds
Okay,
great
here's
tonight.
the thing. Here is one before I literally can't tell you anymore because this is another one that's 100% true. I swear to God. Okay, it was about 15 years or so ago. Me and my sister-in-law used to smoke pot a lot, right? We were out of pot. We had no weed. Right? So all we had was one goody PM a piece. We took one goody PM a piece and then laid on the trampoline and was looking up at the stars. I swear to God, we were just, looking for anything to make us go to sleep because all the kids, it's like, ah. Anyway, we're up there. We're looking at the stars. It was a really clear night. Okay, we're looking at the stars, and then this one star, we're under a big oak tree. This one star started getting closer and closer to us. I kid you not. It came about it fell out of the sky and it stayed the same size.
it came about 8 feet above us, and we started freaking out. So it started like now, two of my kids and one of her kids and my nephew and my brother-in-law. Now we were on the trampoline just looking at the stars, looking for UFOs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. She's laying beside me, and it starts coming closer and closer. I swear to God, she is twice my size. I picked her up and put her on top of me because this thing was coming closer and closer and staying the same size. This was not
Gosh.
a firefly. It was not blinking. It was the star that we were watching that was up in the sky. Okay? I put her on top of me, and she's like flailing around like a turtle on its back, like screaming, like I'm holding her like a human fucking shield. I swear to God. Okay, this thing
Uh-huh.
comes down until it's like a foot in front of our faces and just disappears. We all jump up, run inside, and then we're sitting there like, where did it go? Where did it go? Because we knew this shit was real, right?
Right.
In our backyard, there is a ton of woods. In the middle of the woods to the south southeast. I'm sorry, I had to figure where it was. Southeast in the woods, because we're covered by pine trees.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
There was this huge flash of light. Okay, we saw it
Okay.
through the windows. It came through the windows. It came through the curtains. All that crap. So I was the first one to come out the back door and look. Jesse was right beside me. My brother-in-law. My brother-in-law Jesse was right beside me. Right? Everybody else was cowering down behind us. Loco, I swear to God, we look over towards that where the explosion, quote
Right.
unquote, because it made no sound. It was just light. It made no sound.
Oh my gosh.
We
Oh my
look
God. Oh my
over
God.
that way. Loco, I swear to God, dude, we look over that way, and there's this little white thing. It was about about 3 feet tall, wobbling its little ass, looking cute as hell, over
God.
towards us. But
Oh,
it scared the living shit out of us. And the only two that saw it was me and Jesse. And Jesse will still to this day tell you that he saw that shit same way I did.
oh my
W-
God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
If
That
I
would be
could make
freaky.
if I could make an illustration, I mean, okay, you know what he looked like?
Who?
He looked
What does
like he looked like one of the Among Us characters, except for he didn't have any of that crap, and he was all white, and he was just
God.
waddling. He had,
Weird.
I swear to God, he was cute as hell.
Yeah.
I can still see it in my head. I swear to
She
God,
said it
dude.
was cute.
That is, I don't, well, it's like E.T. I think E.T. is the cutest thing on earth. Okay. He scared me when I was little, but he was cute.
I love
At the
ET.
time, it freaked me
Yeah.
out. It freaked me out because I was quote unquote the only adult in there, because you can't count my sister-in-law as an adult. I was just saying.
Oh my God. Well, and we just had Mitzi came up backstage to drop a link for some short ghost stories too, which are great. So if anyone wants to click, that's on panel, if you want to click on there and read any of those, let me know. There's definitely, oh, what we
I'm
got from
sorry.
Siren.
I forgot this is ghost stories, not alien stories, but whatever. That shit really happened. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God, dude. I will never forget that shit. Ever.
Oh yeah.
Ever.
Oh yes. And yes, Siren, I guess I'll forgive you for that. I will forgive you for that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, one of the ones that I just got that Missy just came up. Okay, they're really short. Okay, ones, but this one, which is good after some of them that have been long. So I've got some great ones, but they're super long and we can't get into those. But so
Yeah,
mom
but are they
never
real? Are they real?
I don't know. Well, oh yeah, the ones that I've got are real. And
Let's see some real ones, girl. Come
I
on.
don't. They're
Do your
literally
thing,
like 10
girl.
to 15 pages long. They're 10 to 15 pages long. You
Well,
can
guess
she'll borrow
what?
it for free. So, but here's one that she just sent me. It's one paragraph. Mommy told me never to go to the basement, but I wanted to see what was making that noise. It kind of sounded like a puppy, and I wanted to see the puppy. So I opened the basement door and I tiptoed down a little bit. I didn't see a puppy. And then mom yanked me out of the basement and yelled at me. You know, mommy has never yelled at me like that before, and it made me sad and I cried. Then mommy told me never to go into the basement again, and she gave me a cookie, and that made me feel better. So I didn't ask her why. Well, I didn't ask her. Yeah, the cookie tasted really good. So I decided not to ask mommy why the boy in the basement was making noises like a puppy or why he didn't have any hands or feet. Okay.
Yikes.
The fuck?
The
That
foot.
is a thing. They literally do that. There is this thing, I can't remember what it's called, but they call it, there's a certain thing that is called in Alaska, but it happens here. I swear it does. Bojo used to go hunting across the road, across the highway on our other land, or it used to be hunting land. And
Yeah.
one night I got really mad at him because he was gone for so long. So I went over there hunting for him, right? I went over there looking for him. Y'all, he was calling me into the woods. I'm over here. I'm over here. Baby, baby. Guess what? He
What?
wasn't. That was his voice. Guess
Oh my
what?
God.
He was
What?
in town.
Ay,
I
ay,
kept
ay, ay,
walking.
ay.
I kept walking further and further into the woods. I was this close to getting lost.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's a real thing. They really do that. Demonic spirits, they really do that. They make you. It's either they call out to you with somebody's voice,
Their voice,
or
yeah.
they make it seem like somebody vulnerable, like a child or a baby.
Well, we used to get in the University of Hawaii has quite a few haunted areas, and I actually was walking down before and and no one was near me. It could have been someone far off, but I heard someone literally maybe within 5 feet behind me whispering my name,
Girl,
and it is just like, yeah. Okay, my
that
favorite. Okay, anyone else have a ghost story they want to share?
I got a quick poem.
Yes, that works.
It isn't the cough that carries you off. It's the coffin they carry you off in.
Yes. Oh, yes. That one's good. That one is good.
You won't hear that tomorrow night. But
Yeah, that was good. That was actually good. So, you know, one of my favorite from when I was in theater. Most people who've ever worked in a theater know theaters are crazy ass haunted. Okay, every theater for some reason has haunting issues. The theater over Kennedy Theater at UH definitely has haunting problems. There's certain rooms people would not go into. You'd hear people talking. You'd see people walk across the stage that weren't there. All sorts of stuff. I worked as house manager there while I was getting my degree. And for example, going into the house, going the house left side, no problem whatsoever. But I get halfway down the right side, house right, for the handicap entrance, and I would get this dark, menacing feeling every single time. It was cold in that hallway. I'd feel all of these. It just really scary. And but the worst was one day. when you're getting your degree in theater, you spend every minute in that theater. Okay, Siren can probably talk about whenever you're doing anything in theater, music, whatever, you're there all the time. Well, in my case, I not only did all my classes there, did shows there, but I was also house manager. So I would usually be there till about 2 or 3 in the morning, come home, go to sleep, and be back to school at about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. One day after working on the show and everything, we were trying to work on sound cues and stuff like that for a show on main stage. So I'm up in the sound booth and I've got the work lights and all that on. I'm the only one in the theater at this point. I'm the one to lock up the theater afterwards and all that. And all of a sudden, I've got the speakers on so I could hear what's going on stage. And I hear the sound of someone walking across the stage. Okay, you can hear the actual thump, 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 and then it'd stop for a second, and then it'd start up again. And they were coming. You could actually hear them going stage right to stage left. So I'm sitting here, and I turn off the audio. It disappears. Okay, I open up the windows now to the soundboard, and I put my head out, and I can hear it again walking across. This time, it's not the speaker portion. I'm hearing the actual walking. I'm yelling at the top of my lungs, is anyone in here? No one's in there whatsoever. Okay, I walked out of that theater. I didn't walk out. I ran the hell out. I didn't go through the theater to get to my car. I walked all the way around the outdoor part of the theater because I was not going to go anywhere near that stage at that point. So yeah, that's it. Hey, Hen's here. Hey, Hen, how you doing? We're having fun telling ghost stories.
Well, in the theater,
I don't think anybody could blame you for that one, honey.
In the theater where I did community theater,
yes, Siren.
It had the theater, but then to the in the upstairs was the dressing rooms and everything, but it was attached to a furniture store. And above the furniture store were a bunch of offices, and eventually the theater leased the offices to use. But there were 3 of them, and someone had committed suicide by shooting themselves in one of the offices, and they were haunted, and you could constantly hear someone knocking a boot and walking and knocking and basically stomping about whenever there was a show or whenever anyone was up there. And so that was the thing. You just kind of had to accept it.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Yes.
It makes sense that theaters are haunted because think about it. When you're an actor, you're embodied. You're taking on the role, and you're feeling what character you're in. So that there's a lot of that energy there.
Oh yeah.
So
and it makes
energy.
sense. Yep. It's amazing how many people every theater I've ever been, I don't know if it's the energy of people, whatever. Nursing homes.
Character, I believe it's energy of the character that you're using.
Yeah.
And like
yeah. Sorry.
Oh no, I was done. Sorry.
Okay. Now I was going to tell you the other one that I've had is, you guys know I work in nursing homes, and multiple times we've had haunting issues. Okay. I've had one place that we would bring, we would smudge it, and I'd do holy water. We'd actually bring in a Hawaiian priest, a kumu, to actually bless the place because we would continue to have issues pop up. We had one place we were having the kumu going through, and we had a candle that we were holding as someone else had some water, and then we had kumu doing Hawaiian prayers and all. And we were walking down one of the hallways, and no doors to the outside close by or anything like that. And it started getting colder as we were getting near the laundry room. And we're all looking at each other. Then all of a sudden, as we pass the laundry room, take about 6 more feet beyond that, all of a sudden the candle just blew out. Okay, it wasn't just fade out or something. It just completely went out, and it was freaking ice cold. And another one I had was a nursing home for children, and we would walk in the morning sometimes, and you know how when a kid's been playing at the windows were ceiling to floor windows by my office, and you know how kids will put their hands on windows all the time, and you get handprints.
Oh yeah, the lick them and everything.
They love it. They love doing that. Well, the problem is we'd have fingerprints. We'd have handprints. Handprints literally this big, the size of like a 4-year-old or something. Handprints that size, but about 9 feet high, up high. Okay, we had security. No one could get on our campus without going through security. And they were not there when I left the night before. They were there the next morning. Little tiny handprints all along the top, maybe 10%. And so it had either someone was playing games with me or one of our kids that we had passed away in the past had come back to visit.
When y'all do that, when you do it in the Hawaiian culture, do you use the name of Christ?
They can. There's different ways. Some will use the name of Christ. Some will use the more faith, the more connected in with the spirituality of the island and stuff.
The reason Emily, what's your butt now? Okay, the reason I ask is because there's like this debate about using Jesus Christ's name. Jesus is not, his name is not Jesus. First of all, it's Yeshua.
Yeshua. Yep.
Second of all, there is a Jesus Christ figure and a God, Almighty God figure in every culture. Okay? I believe that when the world was divided and we were cut off from each other, they came everywhere. And the name of them both. Shh, go back in the house. Because I'm being very serious right now. That's why. Go.
I want mommy.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, I get, and that's one reason what we used to do in the facilities is we would cover all that, because we also have to realize within our own facilities we had multiple different faiths. Okay, so if someone was coming back dealing, so we would deal on multiple different levels. I wanted to read this real quick from that Hen put. This is, wow. Not so much of a ghost story, but probably a visitation. My sister had a dream where my dad, who had been dead for several years, was sitting in the living room in Mom's house. She asked him what he was doing there. He replied he was waiting for his wife. She told him, She told him Mom was married to someone else now. He replied he wasn't leaving until his wife came with him. 2 days later, she died.
That is real.
Hey, Oscar.
That is real.
Yep.
My mama
hey, Oscar, by the way.
Oh, hey, guys. How's everybody?
Hey,
yeah, I've had 2 dream visitations. Oscar!
Put your camera on. We got to see your costume.
Okay. Hold on.
Let's see that sexy lingerie.
One second, guys. 1 second. Okay, guys. 1 second. Let's let Siren finish up. He started talking and then, Thank you.
In Hawaii, they pray to Pele, and then that Brazilian soccer player is like, man, I'm getting too old for this shit. And then he has to get on a plane. He has to go to Hawaii.
I love it.
I'll turn it on.
Okay, Oscar next. Oscar.
If he's dressed like a Meyer Wiener, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Oscar Meyer Wiener.
Hey.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it. Oscar, Oscar, Oscar. Oscar's ready for the lap dances now.
Whoa, I
He
just
got so excited. Oscar got so excited he got it, kicked
YouTube
himself
kicked him
off.
off because
What a
of too much
tease.
titty.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
All that titty.
going to whoop his ass.
Oh my
Now?
God. Oh my God. Okay, there was
Yo,
something. Oh, there's
seriously,
Oscar.
run on his
Oscar's
brother up
back.
to whoop his ass.
Oscar got so excited there, didn't he?
Oh,
It kicked me
yeah,
out
titty.
for some reason.
Oh, was it? Yeah, it wasn't me. So I wonder if something just,
I think
yeah,
it's
something happened.
I think it's the internet. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
But yeah,
YouTube
this is
didn't.
my costume. It's cold. So.
You're
Oh
gonna
my God, I
so
love
get
it.
the-
It's cold.
You're
I'm
gonna
begging
so get
you, just stop.
demonetized. All that
Addie
No,
titty.
we're
McNutt.
fine. We're fine, AJ. I verified that before. I actually, last week, I knew what was going to happen. So I actually clarified real quickly. Yeah, no further, Oscar, than that,
No.
though.
Yeah. There's no nudity. No.
I verified. I actually talked to someone the other day. I said, okay, am I going to run into any issues with it? He's like, no, we're good. So,
Nah, yeah, it's cold.
yeah, we're good. Yeah, he's freezing. You guys, I have my AC and I keep having to turn my AC off. It's freezing in here tonight. So, okay, I was looking for a Ouija board.
I'm sitting outside and it's South Alabama and I'm sitting here like Logo, seriously, I swear to God, dude. The other day it was 90 degrees and then it dropped down within a day and it was like a freezing warning.
Dang.
Oh my
I swear to God.
God.
It goes like
That's
that.
how it's
I
been
swear.
here. It's
We
terrible.
have 2 seasons. Winter and
wow.
summer.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh,
Winter and summer.
oh my gosh. I'm trying to find something here in that Hawaiian ghost stories thing. Okay. I don't know how good this one
I have a
is.
question. How's that volcano doing?
Oh, we're still under warning level now. So for those of you who are wondering what she's asking, Mauna Loa is, for the first time since I lived here, there's a warning on it now. Mauna Loa is the largest mountain on Earth, not Everest. Everest is not the tallest mountain on Earth. Mauna Loa is. The difference is Mauna Loa is measured from the base to the top. Okay, and most of it is underwater. So people don't see the full
I told
thing.
her she needs to get her ass up here.
We'll
She
be
can
fine.
stay with Austin.
Okay.
I
Warning,
mean,
everybody. Mauna Loa is a volcano. Surprise!
Surprise, surprise!
Hey, look,
Exactly.
surprise,
Yeah.
surprise, let's all go live on top of it.
Yes,
Well,
Oscar?
St.
I have a
Helens.
question. About
Yeah.
the
Oscar, seriously, tell
One
your
second,
fucking
Crystola,
self
one
off,
second.
please.
Oscar has the microphone right now. Okay, go for it, Oscar.
I have a question about, speaking of volcanoes. So, like, do you guys think? Are you familiar with the Yellowstone volcano?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, we do not. Well, no, let me correct that. Our islands, okay, the island
he
I'm
said,
on
no,
is not.
Logo, Logo. He said, are you familiar with it?
The Yellowstone.
Yes, the smell. You're talking the smell? Is what you're talking?
Yeah, like-
is that
No,
what I
he
heard?
said, are you
Yes.
familiar with it? Meaning,
No,
do you know what it
Crystola.
is?
Yeah, no, he was asking. Yeah, go ahead, Oscar. I know where you're going with it, but go ahead.
Like the Yellowstone, like they say, there's a super volcano in the U.S., which is Yellowstone.
Right.
Do you think, would it ever erupt again, or is it done? Like, no more?
Oh, no, it's gonna erupt any fucking second.
Right now with Yellowstone, we definitely are in the time frame where it could. But the thing with Yellowstone, gang, we're going to have plenty of knowledge. It's like right now with Mauna Loa.
Yeah.
We're getting tons. We're starting to realize there's some inflation going
That's
on.
not
Where it's starting
true.
to.
That's
Okay.
not true with Yellowstone. It really isn't. That's not
Okay,
true.
got it.
No,
So,
it really isn't.
but to give you an idea.
I've been watching Yellowstone for about 8 years.
Yeah, I've been my whole life. Yeah.
I'm telling you, Yellowstone is going nuts.
Yeah.
It's
No, Yellowstone
so
is
sporadic.
going. Yeah, Yellowstone is going nuts. To go back, I really think there are possibilities, but it's just like the same issues that we have here. Okay, there's always possibilities of stuff, but everything does show. We're even at the point right now. There's a guy, his name is Dutch Sense. on YouTube, he has gotten to the point where he can almost predict earthquakes. It's amazing what he does. I've been watching him, and he is right on each time. But to give you an idea, this right here, the northern volcano area. Oh, you can't see my mouse here, or can you?
No,
This
we see
is
the point. We see the
yeah.
point.
That is there's two volcanoes here. The one on the northern end that you see, okay, that is Kilauea. Okay, that's the one. The other one, though, is Mauna Loa, and that's the majority of the island is that one. So, and it's going to be interesting. We won't get much. We may be able to feel an earthquake, but I doubt it from it. The biggest we would get is...
said a bunch of it was under the ocean.
No, I know, but the volcano itself, because you gotta, okay, here, show you exactly. People used to, my grandparents used to think that I looked outside my back door and saw lava, which is so far from the truth. Here, I'll show you where I live compared to that.
You just don't remember. I bet you did. I bet you needed your hand over it.
It's been tens of thousands of years since they had any volcano on our island. So I live on this island, the one where you have the heart there. Okay, that's the island I live in. I live in Honolulu. You don't have my location there. You actually got 4 or 5 other locations there.
You live in Honolulu.
And the big island is the one down on the south. There's Mauna Loa. About the worst that happens is when it explodes, you get lava and you get the volcanic ash in the air. And the volcanic ash spreads up to us. That's the worst we get.
Can I say something honestly and for real? For real.
Yeah.
The volcanic ash is enough to screw a lot of people.
Trust me, I know it. Yep. Yeah, no.
And it's making me really, honestly, like it's really making me really worried about y'all.
God, don't worry about us. Seriously. We have had, girl, you realize we've had an active volcano since I moved here, Kilauea. Kilauea has been actively erupting since I moved to Hawaii.
That means that it's not built up enough pressure.
It's a different volcano.
Pressure.
I'm gonna get down and go.
Hi,
to bed.
Siren.
So,
Yeah, you
night.
got it, my dear. I get you. I'm actually getting close to it myself, so I will see you. See you, Siren.
Good night, Siren.
Good night, my dear.
That's my stream tomorrow night, 8 p.m.
Good night,
Eastern.
Siren. Good night, cousins.
Good night, Siren.
Delicious.
Yeah, guys, check out Siren tomorrow with his live 10 p.m. Eastern Standard
8
Time.
p.m. Eastern.
Like
8
you were
p.m.
talking
Eastern.
family.
8. Oh, shoot. Yeah, 8. 1 second, Crystola. Okay, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Sorry, let me clarify that. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on Siren's channel. So you got it. Thank you, Siren. Thanks for hanging all night with us, or most of the night, and
No problem.
definitely. So, let's see. Oh, JP is talking. That actually, tropical storms we have a much higher chance of. Tsunamis. I have been through multiple tsunamis here and never had a problem with it.
Yeah,
but there's always the chance.
Not when it comes to that kind of eruption. That kind of...
Now, tsunami would not come from an eruption. Our tsunamis would come from one of 2 different things. I'm going to answer that one in a second, JP. Tsunami would come from one of 2 other things. Tsunami would be an earthquake from another location. Okay, Japan was our last big tsunami. What came from Japan. And it was like a huge
so where
earthquake.
would the tsunami go to?
The way tsunamis work, okay, let me go back to this.
They don't always go from east to west. Sometimes they go north.
No, they go based off of how the earthquake occurred.
Exactly.
So let me, here, I'll show you real quickly. Sorry, we're going into science now.
No, I know. I already understand this.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm worried about you.
Yeah, no, there's no need to worry. No need to worry, girl. And so earthquakes, we have had a tsunami. We've had 3 major tsunamis I know about. Okay. One occurred from down here in Mexico. Okay. Or something down in the area south of the U.S. came that direction. One came from No, not San Andreas. This was actually out of country. It was totally. It happened it was an April Fool's Day tsunami. It happened on April Fool's Day.
Oh, crap, I remember that.
It hit Hilo. It hit Hilo back in 1910, something like that. I'd have to go back and check the date.
This was recent. This was recent.
No, this is the most recent. Actually, occurred coming more from the Asia side, and it came in. And if it hits us, chances are it's going to hit California. So, and yes, actually, JP, the reason why I was going to cover that is, whoa. Who is that? All of a sudden, I just heard myself again. And lava. What happens if you pick up lava? If you ever go to Volcano National Park, please, please, please do not take lava home with you. People have talked about that. Pele will actually, it's very bad luck, and they have a whole area at Volcano National Park.
It doesn't even matter if it's bad luck or not. It builds land.
Yeah. Well, it's something, it's all tied to Pele. You're taking part of Pele, but it's funny because I've read the stories at Volcano. KO. So our biggest tsunami we'd have to worry about, honestly, would come from either a major earthquake or the west side of the Big Island. There is a certain area where the land is partially separated and it's getting further every year. And if that drops off, we will have a tsunami that day, but that's probably a good 10,000 years in the future. So no need to worry.
I'm sorry I brought this up. I'm sorry.
Look at mine.
Yeah, Oscar.
Yeah, about like in Hawaii, since you live in Hawaii though, like how many volcanoes are there? Is it just one or is it like multiple?
Now, what Hawaii, all the volcanoes are coming from a hot spot.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, there's a hot spot that basically, and this is also how they're predicting earthquakes now. If you go look at Dutch Sense on YouTube is amazing. I'm typing his name in right now.
Oscar, are you in college?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so you should know that that's where the Hawaii islands came from. They came from volcanoes, and they came from the land formed. And by the way, Oscar, the natural sands that are in Hawaii are black.
Oh wow!
Well, certain ones are, not all sands. All sands can be any color. We have green sand. We've got black sand.
Well, whenever I was younger and I was looking this up because listen, while other kids were.
It depends on what it is. With the green sand, there are green sand beaches, black sand beaches.
From the ocean onto the shore is what they did.
There's green sand beaches, black sand beaches, and regular sand beaches, and it depends on. Usually, your regular sand is coming from land that's coming back from being in the water and all. Black sand and green sand depend on the type of lava that is hitting the water. They only occur with the water. The green sand is actually peridot, olivine, and it makes green sand.
It has the what the fuck is it called? Why am I blanking on this? Photosynthesis. It has moth.
Okay, got it.
Ooh, wait, I'm still stuck on this lava. So it's like bad juju to like bring it home?
Yes, it's extreme. Wait, we've got an echo somewhere.
It's not me.
It's not me.
Okay, I'm going to mute people a bit at a time and we'll find out. Okay, so it's not there. AJ maybe. Yep, that's it. It was AJ. Yep, I had. Okay, everyone can unmute except.
I still hear it. I still hear it.
No, it's gone. Crystola, it's gone now. I just checked. It was actually coming from AJ. AJ, if you do what you normally do, you'll be good. Okay, he has that happen. So the hot spot. Okay, first of all, it is really considered. Madame Pele is the goddess with the volcano and all. So if you're taking lava, you're actually taking part of what she owns. Yes, and she'll put a curse on you. Yeah, she'll put a curse on you, and what happens is people have actually taken pieces of lava, and they get home and they've had nothing but pets die, family members die, car accidents, bankruptcy.
snap.
Yeah, and so they'll send
Well,
it
I
back.
mean,
So
think about
So
it.
it's like,
Think about it. You're taking land.
Angie, what were you gonna say, my dear?
oh, I was just gonna say, so it's like in Moana with the heart of Tafiti.
Bingo, exactly. Bingo, girl. So,
Wow,
I'm such a
Crystola, what were
Disney
you saying?
nerd.
I've never watched that movie ever.
Oh, I love
It's
Moana.
so good.
I love Moana. I love
So
Moana.
it makes sense what I just said. You're just taking land from people.
No, it's not as much land from people. It's her. It's what she has made. Okay, it is land.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
I would think of her as Mother Nature. You
That's one
know,
way you could
because
put it.
we fuck up Mother Nature every day, no
Yeah.
matter where we are.
That's
Right,
And
my
it's
right.
messed
So,
up.
Oscar, you were asking about that. This gives you an idea of what happened with the Hawaiian Islands. There's one spot, you can see it in the bottom right hand corner of that. That's the hot spot.
Yeah.
Okay, all the way down to the center of the earth. And what's happening is, say, this is the hot spot, the land is moving over the top of it. So, like Kauai, all the more northern were there at one time, but as time's gone on, it's moving down. And believe it or not, the newest Hawaiian island is already being born. It's called Loihi, and it's going to be thousands of years before it finally breaks surface. But there is a actual island off of the Big Island's coast that
Do you
is a
understand?
volcano.
Do you understand, Oscar?
Oh, say that
If
again,
I can
Crystola?
make it, I can make it more simple. Hey, have you ever felt a pimple coming up on your face,
Yeah.
and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then
Yeah.
it's finally ready to pop?
Oh yeah.
JP, no, you cannot be charged per se. No one will charge you with anything if you do
Basically
take
what it
it.
is. Okay.
Yeah, they
So
won't. No
that
one's.
your skin is not going to go anywhere. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you're going to get that pimple, and it's
Yeah.
going to pop, and it's going to overflow. That's
Yeah.
the lava.
So, yeah, that to answer that, no, you cannot be okay, they're not going to come after
No.
you for it, and
No.
people will. I'll be honest, gang. I used to make jewelry. I used to make rosaries. I actually had a version of rosary that I would allow people to buy here. I would never sell it to the mainland, but it was a lava rosary. Nope, I won't. The only reason why is because I don't want the lava to leave the island. So that's why now what I used to sell. There you go, and you live here forever, girl. Hey, KO. Have a good day, my dear. Have a good day. But yeah, no, I used to sell one that was made out of shells. That one people used to love. So, but how did we get to Hawaii off of all the scary stuff? That's what I want to know.
Well, I mean, Oscar asked about the.
Oh, that's fine. I
brought
played.
I brought up the eruption, and then he's like, "How does that happen?"
It's Cantina. It's
like,
Cantina. Yeah, it's Cantina. And also, okay, I found one thing here that's a Hawaii ghost story. Let's see, it goes, okay. When we lived in Kalihi, when we lived in Kalihi, which is nearby where I live, before Kuhio Park Terrace, we used to walk through the California grass.
Story, or are you saying somebody else's?
It's someone else's story that I'm reading.
No, it's fine.
And also,
why you ask Oscar? I want to hear Oscar's ghost story. That would be hilarious.
Well, yes. And also, okay, here we go. Actually, I was looking for a good one based off of what do you call it? Ouija boards, but where's a Ouija board? I found a Ouija board story somewhere, but I lost it. Where did I lose?
The Ouija board?
Yeah, Ouija board stories.
Oh my goodness, that's scary.
There was this one night that I didn't have a Ouija board, and me and this girl, she didn't believe that I talked to ghost.
Yeah.
She really didn't believe it. So I was sitting there and I was like, okay, I'm going to make a Ouija board out of cardboard, right?
Yeah.
So I went to go make it. I got cut in the process. And I'm telling y'all, there was so much blood on that fucking board that I should have bled out.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Interesting. I
I'm
got one here.
thinking of
Here's
You gotta
one called
protect
Dirty
yourself.
and... Yeah, that's it exactly. You have to do those things. Here is one I was looking for. Someone sent me one. Okay, it's called Dirty Encounter. In high school, a couple friends, my friend's mom and myself, were talking about a local building being haunted. Soil conditioners that sell dirt, bark, and other landscaping goods, rumored to be the location of a murder years before. The mom worked there, so we decided to break out the Ouija board and give it a shot. I had never used one before, so I was skeptical from the
oh
jump.
my God.
The place is essentially a large warehouse with tall metal racks. Think Costco or Home Depot, stacked with bags of dirt, manure,
you're gonna get
and
haunted for
1 second, Crystal. Let me get through it first, okay, my dear. Okay, and then we can come back. And and other things. The board was glow in the dark, so we kept all the lights off. Once we got going, it started moving around, and I was freaking out already. We asked if something was there to let us know, and there was a loud bang that seemed to come from the rafters on the other side of the warehouse. Every question that followed was met with a similar bang from a various location in the warehouse, sometimes close, sometimes far. The last question asked was if it meant us harm, and the thingy already on the no answer did not move. The question was repeated and immediately followed by the closest noise yet seemed to be right on top of us, so we decided to get the hell out. As we were rushing out, we flipped on our flashlights and saw 1 or 2 large pots fall from the racks and heard what we would later find to be 40-pound bags of bark dropping to the ground. There was also a low grinding noise that when my friends returned the next day was a sledgehammer that had been dragged through the dirt-covered cement, standing straight up in the air with drag marks, but no footprints near.
Sounds
I
like
pretty much believe in ghosts now.
Sounds like Leatherface.
Oh my God, I love those things.
It
So,
does not sound real, to be honest. But
yeah.
those things are real. Anytime that you use anything like a Ouija board, uh, uh, um, what is that shit called? I've done it before. Technical writing.
Okay.
Oh, the
Yeah,
dowsing
you
rods.
you close
Oh, the
your
divining
eyes.
rod. Yeah, divining rods.
No, not dividing rods. I've used those. Those are harmless. They can find water. That's what
Yeah.
they're
Oh,
made
yeah.
for.
Exactly. That's what they're
They're
made for.
made to
So,
find water.
okay.
But
Sorry, gang. I'm just loading up someone's song. Okay.
no,
Sorry.
you literally have like a blank piece of paper and a pen in your hand, and you just zone out and start meditating, and then
Oh, yeah. That's
it
what's his
will
name?
write.
The Hollywood medium, Tyler.
Yeah, Henry Tyler or
That
Henry
something.
Tyler.
literally is real.
He
I
is
swear to
gifted.
y'all, that is
Yeah.
Yeah,
real. I
anytime you
swear
connect
to
with the
God.
other side, period, Ouija board or not, you're
Yeah.
messing
It
with stuff.
doesn't
You got to protect
matter.
yourself.
Oh, yeah. That's it. You got to
Listen,
protect yourself and all, and be ready. But
yes.
he is
And
really
okay,
Tyler.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this, and I don't care who's in the chat that does not like it. You have to use the name of Christ.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, how many of you guys have watched Tyler Henry?
I have.
Me, I was talking about him the other day about
I have.
how he like warned
Awesome.
Alan Thicke about his heart attack, and then
And it
Ooh.
happened.
Alan Thicke didn't even
It
like take it
fucking
seriously,
happened.
really.
It
Wow.
literally happened.
Well, his
Yeah,
new
like
show.
a year later or something.
Yeah, his new show lately. Mom and I were streaming it last night.
I'm
Yeah,
literally
Crystola.
so skeptical about people that have shows, but I wonder why everybody's so skeptical of me. You know what I mean? Who the fuck am I? I'm nobody. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, we were watching last night. One of the people that, for those of you who follow missing people and all, Alexis Gabe, and that was weird.
Who
It
the
just
fuck
happened
is
again.
that? I don't even
Alexis.
know who those people are. I don't follow
Look at
people. I don't care
Okay.
about these people.
Okay, Crystola, 1 second. Let us all talk, okay, my dear. So, yeah, Oscar, what's up?
I think I heard just a noise. Speaking of the
I
whistling,
heard that too.
I heard
Yeah,
the noise. That shit is scary.
that was somehow my voice was being repeated. I heard that also.
Yeah, I heard
And,
We
something. I
all
heard like
heard it, Oscar. That's the point. That's why we were so
Yeah.
freaked out.
Yeah. But yeah, the girl, Alexis Gabe, I'm actually going to be doing a deep dive on her in the next couple days. Her boyfriend killed her, and they've never found her body. And police killed him when he came at them with a knife when they went to go arrest him. So no one knows where her body is or anything. She has been trying so hard. Crystola, 1 second. Okay. Her family have been begging and trying to get in there with him so that they can find an idea where he is. Okay, Crystola, now you can go, my dear.
So you heard her voice last night?
No. We were just talking while I was talking. My voice started echoing. My voice. I was just trying to tell the story about Alexis and Tyler Henry. That's all. And we got another story. Oh no, that story was from earlier.
Okay. I'm sorry. What? No, seriously, I swear to God, that happened to me when I was going over Summer's case.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I swear to God. And whenever I was going over, man, this one here really fucks with me. Teabag. Oh, Teabag's case.
Okay. And hey, JP, what are you asking about? Sorry, I'm reading in chat. Anything posted on channel? What do you mean with that? Are you talking to me or one of the others? Also, Angie, do you want us to delete your email there or not? Just let us. Oh wait, you can. Never mind, you can.
Oh my
And
God! It's people.
It don't matter.
Mad at me. If it's that way, I'll leave. It's okay. I'm sorry.
What?
Wait, what?
What, Crystola?
You said we'll delete you.
No,
Crystola. I wrote my
Crystola.
email in the chat.
Yeah,
and they were asking if I wanted to delete it.
Oh, y'all freaked me out. I was like, I thought these were my people up in here.
No. I just didn't know if she wanted that there for too long and all. Guys, we're going to probably start zeroing this in the next, about top of the hour. Before we close, we're going to be playing JP's song. Okay, because I want to play that by the end of this, no matter what.
You're going to play his song?
I am. You're going to get me a copyright, girl. Crystola, you'll get me a copyright.
Crystola, you okay, Crystola?
Oscar, I'm fucking joking.
Yeah, we're good now. She's playing.
I'm okay.
I know.
You're good, girl. You're good, girl.
So.
Do you mind if I share my channel in chat?
Yes. Oh my God. Anytime, Angie, you always have my permission, my dear, for actually anyone's channel. Yeah, guys, that's for everyone. If anyone has a channel, I'm cool with sharing the channels.
Why am I not subbed, bitch?
I don't know. Why aren't you?
You're my friend, bitch.
Well, the last time I posted was like a year ago. Because my throat's
subbed
been
now.
On and
I
off.
wasn't before.
Yeah, but you told me that you were gonna come and talk about conspiracy theories.
I know, we're still on for that. I need to get on my ADHD meds because I forget. I can't.
I
have a problem articulating my knowledge.
I wasn't going to say all that.
On ADHD meds, I am better.
Oh, that makes sense.
Girl,
That makes sense. And it's hard to
you
actually
over
do all the
here telling
research.
every fucking body. You over here telling every damn the whole world.
Okay.
Ooh.
I ain't said
Yeah.
shit to nobody.
Okay.
I love you,
So,
Crystola. Hush.
yeah, Crystola's awesome. Crystola's awesome. But yeah, no, that's hard. When you're on things like that, it's hard to do all the research and stuff you need to be doing. And
Yeah.
so what are you going to do with your channel? What are you going to do with your channel?
Oh, I was just sharing it for JP so he could hear a couple of my
Your
songs.
songs. She can sing. This girl can sing.
Sorta. I haven't
So-
been able to
My
last year.
son has like a huge ass crush on her.
Who has a crush on me? Oh, your son.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Nobody of
got it.
age. Got it. Yeah.
You know, Angie, I'm thinking I might, as part of my membership stuff, have a monthly karaoke stream.
Let's do it.
Thinking about that. Yeah. I really, because I've tried to figure out how can I do it without getting into trouble with YouTube, because we all know how much we get in trouble with YouTube for those things. So, yeah.
Would that work with a members only thing, you think?
Yes, because it could be done privately and it would never be posted.
Perfect.
Yeah,
a
that's
member.
my thought. And it wouldn't be,
I'm
I wouldn't
joking.
monetize it or anything like that. So it should work. So, and with me, it's just getting a group of us together. So, JP, no worries. Yeah, JP will never copyright strike me for these things. So that's why I'm like, I've had the up
Okay,
here's.
I'm gonna use all JP's music.
Ask
JP,
him
get
first.
up with me, boy. Get up with me, son.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my
Every
gosh.
one of my
Oh,
damn,
how many
every
of you
one
guys,
of my
yeah, how many of you
is
guys ever
copyright.
followed? Oh, yeah. How many of you guys ever, one second, Crystal, followed the, oh gosh, the bridge, the Delphi murders? Did any
Ooh,
of
I
you guys?
heard somebody got
Me,
arrested today.
me.
Yes.
It's
You,
just that,
Cristola?
hey, big, it came out of left field. It ain't nobody we saw.
Really?
Exactly. It isn't. This guy has never been on anyone's, internet anywhere. Okay, they did such a good, I can't wait to see the affidavits on this to see what it's like. Because, yeah, his name is Rich. He lives fairly close to one of the girls. Okay. You're starting to robot, Cristola. Cristola's roboting now.
You were doing so good.
Yeah, it was working so well. So, but yeah, no. Yeah, CJP, she can sing. Wait till you hear her sing. It is so good. So,
I don't know. I feel like
Cristola,
I
you're
fake it.
breaking. Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. And also, but yeah, no, watch that because it's kind of like the little boy. Cristola, we're still losing you pretty bad.
Yeah, you're in and out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all said fake it till you make it. I don't fake shit.
Okay. Yeah, keep trying.
I have to fake
Something's
my
going
finger.
on. Yeah, because it's really feeding in. Okay. I'm trying to mute and unmute to see if it fixes you, but it's not. So, but yeah, that case. And then the little boy they identified, the one from the suitcase, Cairo.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
so
that's the
happy
one-
they did that.
That's the one I'm trying to hear about. I'm sorry. I walked inside real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's really, that was a perfect example of where law enforcement is doing work and they're like, you know what? If we put this stuff out for the public, we're going to ruin any chance of putting together and arresting someone.
Yeah, exactly.
And they arrested.
Yeah,
it was,
exactly. And that makes sense why it took this long to arrest somebody for the Delphi case.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
They
exactly. But
wanted
we
to
had
get
some
that
good
shit solid.
Oh, yes. So, okay, we are almost to 9 and I need to finish this live up by 9 and I want to play the music. So you guys can hang out with me if you want to for a few seconds or what I'm going to do is I want to play JP's music because I always love to finish up with that. I always find that a great way to finish up. And then we'll come together and say goodbye to everyone and then move on. And I'm going to go eat dinner, which has been sitting here by me the whole night and I haven't had any. So let me go and...
You should have just ate it.
I know. Oh, well, I got busy. I don't mind eating in front of people, but I got busy is what happened. So nobody else. Here it is. Let me share this out.
Hey, Lokamai.
Yes.
You should make Cantina still live. You should keep going live for the next 2 hours.
I wish I could.
I'm gonna go live. Thanks. Hey, okay, I think I'm gonna go live. You
Oh,
want
are you
to?
going to go live next? Crystola will go live after that.
y'all
Does she
want to.
robo dance?
Oh, I better
That's
get
the
my phone
question.
charger then.
Crystola's
I
live?
know.
Yeah,
She said she's going to go live. I think she's saying she might go live. I don't know.
Huh?
Wait,
If
what?
you guys want to, I got to go be with Mom after this because I promised her I actually should have been done an hour ago, but I wanted to hang out because I'm having fun. And, but I do have to connect with her by 9:00. So, yeah, otherwise I would, Oscar. I would in a heartbeat.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. So,
Next
but
week-
if, yes,
Next week is
always.
November, huh?
By the way,
I
just
know.
literally, please go back on like those lives and like try to watch as many as y'all can, please.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll make it tonight. I'm really hoping. Actually, let me check that real quickly. I don't think I have more hours till this gets done, but I'm hoping I'll get there sometime tonight. Yeah, I'm 3 hours away right now from monetize.
Yay, good. I played you all day Friday.
It made a difference, guys.
Today's
I was
Monday.
almost 100 away because of everything. Oh, I got so mad. It's so frustrating. You try not to let it get you frustrated, but it does get you frustrated when it keeps yo-yoing. So
I was trying like last time I was trying to like listen to you while I went to sleep, and it just kept cutting off. At the it wouldn't continue to the next video or anything.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know. Some things are weird. Yeah. Well, luckily, hopefully I'm almost there and then we can, because honestly, the main reason why, yes, monetization is cool because I can get the memberships and we can start having fun with I can have emojis. That's what I really want. But the biggie is I want that more people to be able to see posters. Honestly, that's what it comes to.
Do you want to know what I genuinely think? I feel like the amount of money, work that you put in, you should get paid.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But that's
Amen to that.
Yeah, people do put a lot of work in. I look at some people who go live every day and it is a lot of work, especially if you're going to put research in with it.
No. Fuck all those other people. I'm saying the specific things that you do.
Yeah. Well, thank you, hon. Thank you, hon.
Specific things that you do. You deserve
to
get paid.
Thank
you point out people that are missing that nobody else clearly gives a crap about.
Thank you, hon. Well, the great thing is when I hear from a family, and I know Sleuth has this. No, thank you, my dear. I see people and I know Sleuth gets this, Burden gets this, so many other people we hear from the families, and that does so much when you hear from a family. So, but anyhow, let me go ahead and get this song played. And so I'm going to start this. Yes, Oscar?
I'm going to bounce. Okay. I'm going to bounce, okay? You guys have a good one.
Love you, Oscar.
Good night, Oscar.
Love you. Good night, my dear. Good night. Okay, here we go. So we're going to listen to this. Oh, I just noticed we lost AJ at some point too. So I'll have to send him a message later. Okay, here we go. This song is called Nobody Else. And I'm sure JP will tell us anything he wants to in chat about it. And here we go. Can you guys hear?
Yeah. Is that who was singing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna love it.
you said you keep a vow. Come to find out she let the nation give her a plow. Right on the couch, it must have been 3 in the morning. Right before my eyes, I watched her get torn. Then this boy's daddy walked right out the door. Who would have known this bitch was a lying, cheating whore? Must be hard getting used to what you do. I got my shit back because me and you were through. Who can be the prize when you think you're hell in love? Mama told me that, and it's just like the blood. Packing all your lies, and you'll believe yourself. Look around, there ain't nobody else. Nobody else for you to do. It all comes down to that shit you spit from your lips. You can't trick everyone just by shaking your hips. She lies to the judge, vengeance for her ends. The father only knew she gave her ass to too many men. Then the boy might know the whole entire truth. What an injustice from his early youth. Truth can set you free when it comes around. All you had to do was open your mouth and make the sound. Who can be the prize when you think you're hell in love? Mama told me that, and it's just like a plug. I can know your lies, and you'll believe yourself. Look around, there ain't nobody else. Nobody else for you to do.
That was lit. Oh, I think you're muted.
I'm muted again. See, I muted all of us so that I forgot to undo. So that might be one of my favorite ones. That might be
I
actually
think
one of
so
my favorites.
too.
Yeah, I like this. This is such
I
a
like those rock songs.
Oh yeah, the rock ones are great. So anyhow, yeah, we're gonna have to start making that a normal thing, JP. You're gonna have to have a song for us to use as an outplay each time. So and but oh my gosh, now I got someone else begging me to pick him up. So never pick up one, then you gotta pick up all of them one after another. So okay, well that is it for Cantina tonight.
Had
Time for me to
fun.
go in. Yes. You guys
Okay.
have fun. And I'm sub to you now, Miss Angie. So at least
Oh,
I can
yay.
keep an eye out there. So, but thank you all so much. This was actually kind of fun. A little different today. By the way, hello, Miss Margie. I just saw you pop into chat. And so you guys have a great rest of the weekend as we kick it off now. So,
Good night.
what are you up to? Good night, good night, good night. Good night, everyone. Have a great time. And I will see you on, if not Sunday, I am going to be doing the deep dive, FYI, for everyone. I have finished my deep dive for Alexis Gabe, and I am going to be scheduling that sometime coming up outside of normal Missing Mondays. I'll schedule it as separate live. I'm not sure when yet, though, so I will let y'all know. So I will see y'all later. Aloha. Say good night, Wrigley. Nah, he's like, no, I'm a floof bug. Floof puppy. Okay, love you guys. Aloha, mahalo, and talk to y'all later. Bye.